Hello everybody! We're gonna get going in just a second here. I'm just getting the last stuff set up. But we're doing a vote right now in the chat for what color you want me to make today's first bunny. We're gonna make as many bunnies as we can today. But I need your suggestions for voting on what color to make our first bunny. And then I also need vibe suggestions. So let me know in the comments what kind of vibes you think we should do for future bunnies as well, because I want to try to make as many as we can today. We're gonna get going in just a second. Please let me know in the chat also how everything sounds. Is the music too loud? Is my voice too quiet? Is there a loud chainsaw going on in the background? That would be really weird because I don't hear that at all. All I hear is a meowing cat. You wanna say hi, Jimbo? Well, there you go. All right, we're gonna be on in just a second. Please let me know how everything sounds in the chat, and go ahead and vote now on what we should make our first bunny's color. Music is too loud. Thank you so much for the feedback, Nicole. Yeah, you wanna say thanks? Okay, good. Jimbo says thanks also. Unfortunately, we got to kick out Jimbo today, so I'm going to go real quick just to switch over to face so you can say hi-bye. Say hi-bye, Jimbo, because he's being too rambunctious right now. He's in a crazy mood. He's biting all the cords and trying to bite my face. All right, we'll be on in just a second. All right, let's rock and roll. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. Hope you guys have had a wonderful week. It has been it's been a mixed week. It's been a mixed week. There's been good things. There's been not bad things, but just, it's been a long week, and it's a good way to finish up the week with a live stream and a crochet along. And it's always fun to crochet a butt ton of bunnies. So welcome to the third annual Bunny Blitz. That's what we're calling this right now. The third annual Bunny Blitz, meaning that we've done this now twice already. We're doing it a third time. Essentially what we're doing here today is we're crocheting as many bunnies as we can in today's live stream so that I can hide them at my mom's house on Easter so that she could do a bunny hunt. Does she want to do a bunny hunt? That doesn't really matter. We're going to do it anyhow. It drives her crazy, and it's really fun. So here's what you're going to need if you want to crochet along with me today. You do not have to crochet along with me, of course, but if you are crocheting today, please let us know in the chat what you're making, and hang out with me and just chat and chill. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need if you want to crochet some bunnies with me is the crochet pattern, which you can find right here at clubcrochet.com/bunny. And it is free today. So if you want to get the pattern for free, you can find it right there. clubcrochet.com/bunny. Totally free. You also will need some yarn, of course. We're going to be using worsted weight yarn in 100% cotton because it's my favorite color or favorite kind of yarn to use for Amigurumi and our special Club Crochet brand Amigurumi yarn. There are a bunch of different colors, and so we're going to be choosing our colors based on your suggestions in the chat. We're starting right now with a vote on what our first bunny's color should be. We're going to do a classic bunny for the first one. And then after that, we're going to open up the vote for more weird bunnies. Last year, we did a bumblebee bunny. We did a carrot bunny. We did a bunny with a mohawk. So give me vibe suggestions in the chat. Cooper and Zoe are in the chat. Say hi to our moderators, Cooper and Zoe. Hi, Coop. Hi, Zoe. If you guys could write down vibes for me in a Google document, that would probably be easiest for me to just quickly review it. But I will be reading the chat as well and hanging out. I did see someone said that a bunnysaurus, so a dinosaur bunny, might be fun. So you can get the idea of vibes that we're going for. Really any kind of vibe that you want. Besides the vibe and the color of yarn, you're going to need a crochet hook. We're going to be using a size G 4mm crochet hook just because it's my favorite size hook to use for our yarn. You'll need a pair of scissors for cutting stuff, a darning needle for sewing in stitches. I like using a crimped end like this. It helps get in and out of hard to reach stitches. These are actually in the shop, as is all of our yarn and safety eyes and scissors and crochet hooks. You'll need some safety eyes, by the way. We're going to probably be using mostly 6 and 8, maybe up to 10mm safety eyes in this live stream. But you can use really any kind of eyes you want to use that work well with your crochet. If you use blanket yarn to make a gigantic crochet bunny, then you're going to want bigger safety eyes, of course, as well. Let's see, what else do I want to say, chat? Oh yes, last things that you want some stuffing and you want some magnets. Now you don't need these magnets, but it is really nice to have these super strong neodymium magnets to put in the base of your bunnies so that they can hide really well on metal surfaces. So highly suggested use magnets if you got them. Let's see, is there anything else I wanted to talk about, chat, before we get going here? On what you need, at least. I don't think I do have anything else I wanted to say there. Let's go ahead and call the vote for our first bunny to see what color you want me to start with. And then while we're crocheting our first bunny, give us vibe suggestions in the chat, and then we'll do another vote halfway through this bunny so we can get started on the second bunny right away. Looks like you voted for yellow. Good start. And while I get started on our first bunny, I would like to talk about how you can support this channel if that's something you'd be interested in. It would be really cool if you could, but if you can't support the channel monetarily, I totally understand. There is a way to support completely free, and that's by just liking this video down below, subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed, hit the little bell icon so you don't miss when we come out with new video tutorials. We do new ones all the time. I've got a few ones in the back pocket that are coming out very soon. If you'd like to support us monetarily, there are a few different ways to support monetarily, and thank you so much for considering it. This channel is almost completely, well, almost, it is completely supported monetarily by our viewers. So thank you so much to everybody in the chat that has helped us out monetarily. It is all thanks to you that this channel survives. If you'd like to help this channel out and support monetarily, all you need to do is, well, there's a few ways to do so. Probably the best way to support monetarily is with a Club Crochet membership. Members get early access to future patterns. They get access to an exclusive library of tutorials. I add new ones in every week. Or actually, it's more like every 2 weeks. Our most recent new pattern has been this adorable Slinky the Snail, our first collaboration pattern of the season by the wonderful Curious Papaya, aka Amy. Look at how cute this little guy is. We made one last week on our live stream that was a little mount for a goblin. It was a little snail mail mount. It's really cute. I highly suggest you make one, and you can get the pattern for that by becoming a Club Crochet member. Memberships start at only $5 a month. You can cancel it at any time. Get a free trial, see if it's something you're interested in. And getting a membership actually does give you full access to the website, all of our patterns and tutorials. So it's kind of it's a good deal, I think. A really, really good deal. Outside of memberships, there's a few other ways you can help support. We have merch and kits in the store. There's a bunch of different kinds of merch, from cool little pins. This is probably one of my favorites, a rainbow yarn pin. But we've got other ones. We've got dinosaurs. We've got kits in the shop as well. If you want to get our newest seasonal kit for Woolly Woods, that is a gigantic season kit that makes a whole series of patterns all within a similar theme. So this season's theme is Woolly Woods. So we are making woodland critters and creatures. Some new patterns in our Woolly Woods. Hold on, I'm looking all around. We have the snail, of course. But there's also other ones. We've got gnomes. This is our special gnome from a few streams ago. I think his name is Norman. I think. Chat, you can let me know if I'm off about that. That might have been another one's name was Norman. This crochet hook is getting a little messy, but that's all right. Okay, so I am crocheting our bunny ears right now. We're going to just start with bunny ears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. And today we're just gonna chill. We're just having a chill day of just crocheting. So if you guys in the chat want to hang out and just say hi, please do so, because that would keep me good company. Quick question from Amaze Feed. Very good question. We actually talked about that a little bit last live stream, and I've been trying to get an update all week, but I've been waiting for some last information before I post an update. But Amaze Feed asks about Lava Run. If you don't know what Lava Run is, it is my board game that is coming out ASAP, where you crochet. Hold on. I think I goofed that. Oh, no, I didn't. Wait. I'm supposed to do 2 double crochets. I see. It is my board game where you crochet a bunch of dinosaurs, and then you actually can play a board game with them. It's really cool. It's coming soon. But they ask any updates on Lava Run. There is a unfortunate update. The tariff situation is rough, especially for Lava Run. We were actually prepped to ship things out this week to get it to us, but tariffs have totally messed up our plan. Big time, ultra big time. So we're working as quick as we can to try to figure out an alternative options for shipping it over to us. But here, basically, the problem is the first problem is just the tariff problem. It costs a ridiculous amount of money to ship things over right now. But what's worse than that is that to save a bunch of money on shipping already, we were piggybacking on another gigantic order, because we're a small business. We're not ordering that much to get shipped over, so we can't get a whole boat and ship it over. So we were piggybacking on another another order from just some other company. And once the tariff stuff came through, they halted their order until things get more stable. Let's go with that, because things are pretty crazy right now. So because of that, the price of our shipping went up by an additional $8, which is crazy. That's 8 times more. So it actually went from, we were going to get them for like about $1.50 per kit to ship over to us, to now it's going to be $9.50 per kit, which is a crazy amount more. It doesn't sound like that much, but when you're ordering a lot of these, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't afford that, because that's not what we planned when we did our initial backer kit. So we're trying to figure out alternative options right now to bring that cost down for me. I'm not raising prices at all for shipping or anything. We've already charged people, so I'm not raising any costs. But we need to figure out some kind of option here. And yeah, essentially, even if we were willing to pay that much, finding an option to ship it over here right now is pretty much impossible, because there's not really any boats that are coming over. So we're trying to figure it out, essentially. I do anticipate it will probably delay Lava Run's shipment to everybody that ordered it, but probably not too much, I don't think, because we were ready to ship it this week, which is actually ahead of the schedule that I was anticipating for my last update. Our last update, I was planning on getting everything in everybody's hands by June. And it still looks like we might be able to do that. I was kind of over correcting for our timeline, so that just in case something big happened, because I knew there was probably going to be some kind of delays. So the good news is it probably won't delay it too much from what I originally said. I don't think, but I don't know. It could delay it pretty significantly. Basically, first off, I'm so sorry. I mean, it's not really my fault, but I am sorry about all this. And I'm doing my best to make it work as soon as possible. If you guys have any questions, though, at all, please let me know in the comments down below or on our backer kit page. You can also email me directly at louis@clubcrochet.com, and I can give you more information about all this. But yeah, I'm not stoked about it. Obviously, this is not cool. This is a bummer and makes things really difficult. But there's only, I can't really do anything about it other than complain and be bummed about that. But yeah, I will be getting an update to all of the Lava Run backers this weekend. I meant to do it all this week. It's just we had some opportunities, so I didn't want to send an update and then just have to update again with like, oh, good news actually. So yeah, there's your update for Lava Run. Sorry. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Questions in the chat. What is my favorite video game? Now that's a good question. I actually, oh my gosh, that's a really hard question to answer. I would say I have like games that I really, really like, and then I have games that I play a lot. So it kind of like, on paper, if you looked at my gaming history and you were like, well, this will explain to me what his favorite video game is, you would say Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I play that game a crazy amount, like way, way, way too much. I don't think it's my favorite game, though. It's definitely one of my favorites and a game I'm really good at, but it's not, I don't think it's one of my favorites. I don't know. Maybe. I think probably my favorite video game is maybe Hollow Knight. I really, really like Hollow Knight. It's a really good game. But I have a bunch of favorites, honestly. It's really hard to decide on one favorite video game. It's probably easier to do like a favorite video game from each individual console or something. That might be an easier task for me even. But I don't know. Sorry if that wasn't a good answer for you. Okay, so we're figuring, by the way, I'm figuring this bunny out again. I haven't made one since last year. So I am slowly figuring it out one stitch at a time, by the way. So I'm figuring it out with you. If you have any questions, let me know. I do love Fortnite. I have to say, I'm a big Fortnite fan as well, Amazfeed. Another game that I'm pretty good at. I have this skin on Fortnite that is a cat that's riding a motorcycle. And it's like the motorcycle is an entire like mechanical body for the cat. It's really cute. I really like him a lot. I never change my skin at all. But I do like Fortnite. Fortnite's a fun game. Have I crocheted a Pop-Tart? Blair, good question. Actually, a Pop-Tart was a planned pattern for last year. We were gonna do a collaboration pattern with Drew Bizou for a Pop-Tart. So we did actually crochet one. It didn't end up hitting the designer floor. We had a few pauses that we had to do, and it never made it to a completed design. But I've made one. It would be nice to do a new pattern for one soon, though. In fact, I'm planning on doing a lot more collaboration patterns soon, because that's just something that we want to kind of like just do more of, is just collaborating with other amigurumi artists. And we really want to do seasonal refreshers is what we're calling it. It's basically when we go back into and we add patterns to previous seasons as alternative patterns that you could make with your kits, just as a way to kind of refresh the season a little bit and get to patterns that we never finished in those seasons, because there's only so much we can do in each season and we have a lot of ideas. So honestly, I would anticipate a Pop-Tart pattern. Like, it's definitely something that we have planned, so I don't know, you might be pleasantly surprised. Love the hot cross bunny suggestion, by the way. Great suggestions, though. I think that's definitely going to go on the vote. But we need more vote options for other vibes for our bunnies. So if you have vibe suggestions, let us know in the chat. And we're keeping track of them right now. And then we're going to vote on what the vibe for our next bunny should be in probably just a little bit longer. I think I need to get, probably after I add the face in, we can probably get that vote going. So it'll just be a little bit longer. Oh, actually, this one is just a regular stitch. And another stitch on top of that. Now I'm like stuck thinking about other video games that I really like. Let's see. What other video games do I really... Oh, you know what? Actually, I know what my favorite video game is. Probably my favorite video game is called Outer Wilds. I love that game. The unfortunate thing is it's not a video game I can keep playing. You can only really play it one time. I mean, you can play it more than once. It's just the first time you play it is going to be a million times more exhilarating than after you play it, because it's one of those games that once you know what's going on, like basically the entire video game is all in your mind. It's like progressing is like, oh, just things you've learned in the game. It's really, truly one of the most impressive video games I've ever played. It's so much fun. And the soundtrack, oh my gosh, I listen to the soundtrack all the time. I kind of hope that one day I lose my noggin so that I can replay that game with a fresh mind. It'll be the one silver lining if I start losing my mind one day when I'm 80 years old. I'll be able to play this old video game that I love. Such a morbid way to think about it, but it's just true. It's just something I think about. That's how much I like this game. It's really, really good. Highly suggest you guys check it out. Outer Wilds, if you haven't. Very, 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 very good game. Don't even look up anything about it. Just get it and play it. It's on, I think, every system. Rach. Wow, now that is a suggestion right there. Queen Bunny Bunnicula. I like that. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3. And then we got an increase right here, I believe. I'm on round, by the way, if you're also crocheting with me, I'm on round 3 right now of our first bunny. Killer bunny. Do I have a Windows PC? I don't actually. I only have MacBooks. Yeah, I'm a Mac boy. I actually got a few of them now. I feel like I'm collecting MacBooks. Like one almost breaks and then I get a new one and then I fix the old one and then I'd never return it. So then I just have like an extra MacBook that I use for gaming and stuff. I actually got one from my job a long time ago and they never asked for it back, which was really nice. And it's been long enough now where I don't think I know they're never going to ask for it back. So I just kept it. Cowboy bunny, I like that. Ooh, No Morelia has a really good rock fact in the chat right now. No Morelia's rock fact is, did you know that if you backflip into a volcano, you can front flip to get out of a volcano? You learn something new every day. That's a rock fact right there. That's a great rock fact. I love that, No Morelia. A clown bunny. That could be fun. Clown bunny would be definitely fun. An Easter bunny. We're making those already, Blair. But I guess we could make even more Eastery bunny. We could do that. How's your week been, by the way? What you been up to this week? Making anything new? Doing anything fun? Let's see. What have I been up to this week? Gosh, a lot. I have been working on my 3D printing stuff. I was actually really hoping I could get some 3D printed pieces for today so that we could make like a unicorn bunny and stuff using 3D prints. Didn't end up working out. So if we do end up choosing a unicorn bunny, I'll have to make it manually. But yeah, I was playing around with my 3D printer. I'm also designing a new game, which I'm not really ready to talk too much about or share, but I'm very excited. And I really, really like it. I think it's a great start to making a game. Sometimes so this is probably my 6th game that I've made. I've only technically released one game, and it's not even technically published yet. And then I've like had half released another one. But I've made a whole bunch of different games. And when I do that, you know, sometimes I like them all. I do like all my games that I've made. But I can tell when one is like needs a lot of work. This one, new one that I've been making, which again, I don't really want to even say the name of it, but it is good. It's very good. It works really well. It's very fun to play. And I'm actually going to be releasing a playtest for it, like a call out to playtesters, probably early next week, if not this weekend. So yeah, keep an eye out if you want to learn more about what I am talking about. Secrets. Let's see, what else did I do this week? Oh, that's right. I didn't get to film it yet. I actually was gonna film it yesterday, but I had troubles so I couldn't film it. So I'm probably gonna film it tomorrow, but I have a new pattern that's in the works that is so cool, and I'm very excited. It already was really cool, like it was a really cool design, but I just made it so much cooler this weekend, and I'm really, really, really excited to record the video. Sometimes I do this thing where right before I record the video for a pattern, because that's kind of like my last chance, is right before I record a video is my last chance to make any changes to the pattern that I want. And sometimes I go a little too extra. And I go like, you know what? What if I did this instead? But right before I record it, what if I did this? Well, I did that for this pattern, and it made it so cool. In fact, you know what? If this video gets enough likes, I will show you. I'll give you a preview of what this new pattern is going to be. It'll be a little reward for liking this video. So go ahead and give it a like down below. We're only at 40 likes so far in today's stream, so it's going to be a stretch, but if we can get to 100 likes by the end of the live stream today, I will show off what this future design is going to be. And I legitimately think you're really, really going to like it. It's super duper cool. All right, let's keep going though. By the way, I think I'm gonna try to get to at least 3. I'd like to get at least 4, really. Bunnies. Now for our first bunny, let's keep it pretty cash. You know, we'll just use, I think these are like 8mm eyes. It might be 10 actually. But we'll just keep it relatively simple for our first one. And cute. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the eyes in the cutest position for our first bunny. I'm kind of having a bit of a memory brain blast of how to make these bunnies, by the way. So if you see me not looking at the pattern as much anymore, it's because I'm starting to remember how to make them. Sometimes it takes me 1 or 2 to really get back into the zone. But the good thing is that this pattern, like a lot of my patterns, is very small. So it's a lot easier to make a bunch of the same design if it's relatively small. Okay, so there's our first eye in there. And you know what? That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Let's go ahead and we'll put another one over here. A rock and roll bunny. I like that. Secret agent bunny. Like that. Oh, roadkill zombie bunny. Crochet. I like the ideas. Your brain is weird, and I like that. That is fun. What's this? All right. Oh, that's going to be super cute. Yeah, those are adorable eyes. Okay, we're just going to use regular backs for this. Might be hard to get the backs onto these eyes, but we'll see. Oops. I do like the idea of a zombie bunny for sure. That's a super fun idea. Yo, Steven! How you doing, dude? Crochet is in the chat. How's it going, Steven? I just saw your video with your new Darth Maul lightsaber. That thing is freaking sick. You got an armament now. You're gonna need a new place to store all your weapons. You got a lot of them. All right, so there's our eyes on. We're just gonna add our nose now. I call this, what do I call this? A jowl. That's what we call it. And I gotta remember how to do it. I think I pull up to it. Yeah, that's what I do. Okay, I remember now. Loving the bunny, thank you. Not done yet, but thank you. Yeah, we're gonna make a bunch of them today. I think we're gonna try to get to. Wait, I can't. Now I'm starting to forget. Oh, I'm supposed to sew on the tooth before I sew on the lip. I remember now. I remember, because that way the tooth is beneath the lip. I remember. Blair Pretty has the best idea. Oh, a floppy ear bunny! How have I not made a floppy ear bunny yet? I was also actually thinking a giant bunny might be fun to use like blanket yarn. That could be a lot of fun too. I love this part of when we add the bunny because it makes it look like kind of like a bird or something. And then we sew the... Here, I'll show you one sec. Let me double knot this here. A bunny that is crocheting. That could be fun as well. We're getting a lot of good suggestions here. Steven, you got any good suggestions for a bunny that we should make? We're taking suggestions in the chat, and then we're going to make one based on that. See, like, look how weird that looks. It looks so weird without the jowl on it. But then we add the jowl over like this. And then it gets much more bunny. Much more bundy. I actually think that... Let's see. We'll go through those 2 stitches, and then we'll... Yeah. Okay. I remember... Basically, you take one of these, and you go through this side. Like that. And you take one of these, and we go through the other side. I think we're just going to do pink nose for today, or at least for our first bunny. We'll probably get a little weird later, especially if we do a clown. You know, we'll probably do like a red-nosed bunny then. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so that gives us something to double knot to. Oh, Rabbit of Kernbanog. Kernbanog? I don't remember how they pronounce that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. The Monty Python bunny. That's a fun idea. I think that one's white with just like covered in red. Like a bloody bunny. That'd be kind of fun. A bloody bunny. That'd be kind of funny. I have been writing I had to drive down to LA this morning before the stream because I left my camera, this one right here, in LA at a friend's house because I was showing him it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I realized last night. Oh no, I got to drive to LA. But anyhow, on the drive back, I've been writing this silly rap for my cat. It's called the Jimbo rap. And I'm not going to do it right now on the stream, but it is good. And honestly, it got even better on my drive. I was like, I came up with a whole nother verse and I'm super excited about it. I've been working on it for truly like years. I work on it whenever I'm like kind of stuck in traffic. And it's getting a little crazy. There's a whole feature for my other cat in it, and I really like it a lot. I'm kind of getting over obsessed with it. There's our little nose. That's pretty great. I like that. Ooh, a dust bunny. That could be fun with fluffy brown yarn. I like that idea a lot. I gotta drop the Jimbo wrap. I'll give you the. I'll tell you what. I'll do the my favorite part, which is the Phoebe section. I'll try to censor myself because I do say bad words in it sometimes. But my other cat. So we got Jimbo. That's my main cat, and then my other cat is Phoebe. She's a much shyer, cute little standard issue kitty cat, and her part goes like this. I'll try to do it with the music. Yo, my name Phoebe. When nobody see me, I'll crawl up and lie on your lap. I'm taking a nap until something scare me, then crap. Like I'm over there, I'll show you my belly. Scratch. I'm over there, then over here. I always be running with nothing to fear. You better be chiller, you better stay clear, cause my claws always sharp and your legs I will shear. Take it, boy. Take it back. Jimbo's here. He's a snack. If you don't, watch your back. He'll attack. Jimbo's back. So that's just one part of a 4-minute rap. Isn't that wild? It's long. It's long. It's very good. All right. These are the two ends for our first ear. Look at that. Look at that. That's looking great already. It's hard to do that to the Zelda music in the background, I'll be honest. Thank you. All right, there's one ear. Yoink, boink, doink. Looking adorable. And I think, let's go ahead and we'll do the other ear. It's going to be the bop of the summer. I totally agree. It will be the bop of the summer. I was actually thinking I should hire, I think you can go on Fiverr and hire like professional rappers to rap your songs. I think it would be really funny to have a professional rapper that actually knows what they're doing rap the song and have like two different Two different people do it. I just think that'd be so fun. An Easter bunny with a hat holding a basket with the small eggs in the basket. Oh, that'd be a cute idea. I like that. There we go. Okay, ear number 2 is in. Now we need to just double knot it. And then we can vote on our next bunny's vibe. Hold on, I need to pull up the bunny vibes. Thank you. Whoa, you guys got a lot of vibes. Okay, wow. All right. Hold on, I gotta look at all this. Ooh, very fun. Thank you, Coop. Thank you. Good change there. It's fun seeing Cooper and Zoe actively in the Google Doc. It's fun. It's really cool. It's like just seeing them actively typing. All right. Ooh, gosh, there's a lot of good options here. Bunny, cowboy bunny, bunny berry, killer bunny. Okay. Cross bunny. Oh my gosh, did you guys see all the stuff for the new Mario Kart? I'm so excited about it. They said they got a battle mode, so I'm cool with it now. There was no battle mode announced originally, and I was like, no battle mode? What are you talking about? Okay, let's see. We got... Yeah, we'll do... Hold on, I'm writing them all down. Oh my gosh, so many good ideas here, you guys. Wow, there's a lot of really good suggestions. Okay, we're gonna go... Okay. Vote next bunny vibes. Okay, we got 1, 2. Hey, this is kind of fun. What is this? Animal Crossing music? 3 and 4. All right. Next vote is live in the chat right now. Do we want to make a hot cross bunny? Do we want to make a zombie bunny? Do we want to make a clown bunny? Or do we want to make a dust bunny? Let us know in the chat. I don't know what any of these mean just yet, but once you guys choose one, I will figure it out. I think I'm going to start with this. I'm going to vote for that one. Oh, it is a tie vote. This is going to be a close one. This is going to be a real close one, huh? And if you want to, you can do vote. You can give suggestions for names if we want to, so we can start naming our bunnies too. This first bunny is probably going to be the easiest one to name because it's just a bunny. And we are on round... Okay, so now I'm on round 7, and we need our white yarn, which is over our shoulder. Look at me, I'm so smart. It did sound like a KK song. You are right, Jillian. By the way, hi, Jillian. Hope you're having a great day. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. One, 2, 3. Boom. All right, there's our little cottontail. Literally. It's a literal cottontail. Lemon. That's a good name for this bunny. I do like that. Lemon drop? What about like lemon drop? Hippity hoppity a lemon droppity. 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to go... I think I'd go 2 rounds up, right? 2 rounds up, yeah. Bobble stitch 2 rounds up. Got it. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. What a beautiful bunny. Wow. What a gorgeous bunny. All right, then we got 1 bubble stitch from 1 round up. Oh, I meant to do a flop. That's right, floppy bunny. That's going to have to go into our next vote. How would I make it chubby? Maybe if I did like bobble stitches, more bobble stitches under where the eyes are, so they're like, that'd be kind of cute. Like they got their mouth full. Or just a giant bunny using blanket yarn would be fun. I think we got 3, yeah, and then we go up a stitch right here. 1, 2, 3, and then a 4. Lemon Drop is just too cute of a name. I think that's gonna have to take it. I don't even know if I want to vote. I just like that name so much. He looks like a little lemon drop. Definitely something lemon related, right? Hey, we already got 34 votes on the next one. That's great. Ooh, okay. I see what is probably gonna win the vote. So I've got to start thinking about yarn options. I think I've got a good yarn option though. We'll try it. We'll try something fancy. Try something fancy for the next bunny. Alright, is that the last stitch? I believe it is. Oh, I believe it is. Oh wait, no it's not. No, it's not. 1, 2, and 3. That's the last stitch. Silly. I'm gonna sneeze. I sneezed. That's what I think too. I think it'd be really funny, Jillian, to make a giant one and try to hide that. I think that would be really funny. Hey, again, if you haven't yet, like this video down below. If we get to 100 likes for this stream, during the live stream, I'm going to show off a pattern that I am going to be coming out with next. So it'll be a little preview of our next pattern if we get this to 100 likes. A little goal. Just a little goal is all. I mean, even our dust bunny, we might be able to make it pretty big if we choose that one. All right, there's our bunny, looking quite bunny-like. Let's go ahead and stuff him up with some of our extra threads. Yoink. All right, so let's start by stuffing him with these extra threads from what we've made so far, so we just don't have that much waste. And then I'll stuff him up a little bit more after that with actual stuffing before we add magnets to the bottom of him. You used to have a bunny named Socks? That's cute. I like that name. I used to have bunnies too. I can't really remember their names. But actually, here's a great, it's a kind of a sad story, but it is a little bit funny too. Well, it's more sad than funny, but that's okay. I'm going to tell it anyhow because it has to do with bunnies. So when I was a kid, I had 2 bunnies. And one of the bunnies got out and our dog got it. And it was really sad. I was probably 8 or 9. I was really young. The second bunny lived a lot longer, but one day it just died. And I was like, what happened to my bunny? My mom said that my cousin, Sarah, who was younger than me, accidentally hurt it and broke its back trying to catch it. And that was sad. And I was like, no, my bunny. And I was so sad about it. Well, time goes on. I grow up. I'm probably 27. So, a little bit ago. But, you know, I was a grown man. And my mom, we're having dinner with my mom, and she said something about how she killed my bunny. She was like, oh yeah, I remember that one time that I accidentally broke your bunny's back, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait, what, you? And she went, oh, no, and I was like, you told me it was Sarah. You liar. She had been keeping this secret from me for so long. Completely changed my worldview. I was like, my mom, my own mother. She's like, I didn't lie. You just assumed one thing and I never corrected you. And I was like, you? That? But yeah. That's my bunny story. How old was I when I learned to crochet? I believe I was 15. Yeah, 15. I was a sophomore, I believe, in high school, maybe a freshman. No, I think a sophomore in high school. So let's see, was that 15 or 16? I think I was 15. Because I turned 18 at the end of senior year, and I learned how to crochet in the beginning of sophomore year, which would be about 3 to 4 years ahead. So yeah, I think about 15 when I learned to crochet. And I am now 33. So it has been 18 years. I have been crocheting amigurumi for 18 years. And I started doing it like professionally really early on too. I within the first year I started selling my crochet, and then the year after I started teaching how to crochet, because I had all these new patterns that I was designing. So I've been designing for quite a long time now. And speaking of, there's our first of many bunnies today. Look at that little cutie patootie. That is adorable. All right, one bunny down. As many as we can to go. Can we make a brown one named Cadbury? Ooh, that's a fun name. Okay, so let's end the vote real quick. So we ended that poll to find out what our next bunny is. We're making a dust bunny, which means I gotta grab yarn. But before I grab yarn, let's go ahead and do some votes on the name of this bunny. And oh yeah, okay. Name our first bunny. Okay, so here's our options. We got, I like Lemon Drop. Someone said Custard, and I really like that name too. I'm gonna save Floppy because I think we're gonna get a much floppier one. I like Sherbet, and that one's just so cute. Let's go ahead and do Socks. All right, so we're gonna vote now. So vote on what our name of our bunny should be. We got Lemon Drop, Custard, Sherbet, or Socks. So go ahead and vote now. I'm gonna go grab some fuzzy yarn. Let's see. We want fuzzy brown yarn, at least fuzzy. Might not be brown, but we want something for a dust bunny. Let's see what we got. Here, go to the stash. I like these. Bear with me, I'm making a mess. Okay, hold on. I think these two are going to be our fuzzies. I think. Let me go check. See if I got anything else though. found a good option in the back. Found a pretty good option in the back. So here's our color choices here. I think all of these kind of give Dust Bunny vibes. This one actually looks really saturated on camera, but it's actually not. It's a little less saturated than that. So everything here is a little less saturated, but not very much. So first off, I'm going to vote also on the name. Okay, I like that. I like that name suggestion. Nicole, I'm going to answer your question in just a second, Nicole. That's a good question, and I will answer it. Which one of these do you think? Let's say, I don't even know how to split these up. Which one do you think? A, B, C, or D? Let's see. I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to end our name poll, and we're going to do a quick poll. Which fuzzy yarn? A, top left. We're just going to say top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Okay, we're going to make this poll really quick, like really, really quick. So go ahead and vote now on which of those ones you want. We got top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Now, if we do bottom right, we're going to probably have to add some yarn with it, but honestly, this one's pretty good. I do have to say. They're all great, though. It might actually be fun to combo this one with a bigger yarn, too, to make like our giant bunny. I'm going to vote. I get to vote. I'm going to vote for that one. Oh, wow. Okay, well, this is pretty much set in stone. It's going to be hard to beat it. So, okay, well, let me think for just a second, because we're going to need a different yarn for eyes, too. You know what? We might be able to work with our regular white yarn. You know what? Actually, I think I've got some like really fuzzy white yarn that also might work for the tail. And then, yeah, so we can use, it's a bit tangled up. It's a bit tangled. Oh, there we go. So we can use this fuzzy yarn for our tail, which I think will work perfect with that yarn that you guys are definitely voting for. So we'll go ahead and throw that to the side too. And then I think we can probably just use our white cotton, maybe. We'll have to see. I might need a bigger crochet hook too. Do I have thicker white yarn though? I actually might. I might have thicker white yarn. Let me look real quick. It'd also be easy just to pull two strands together. We can do that. Let's just try it. Let's just give it a shot. Okay, we're gonna end the poll. Let's see what you guys chose, but I know what you chose. Throw these to the side. We are going with this one. I like it. Yeah, pretty much half the votes. More than half the votes were for that yarn, so that's great. By the way, here's the yarn that it is. I haven't ever used it. I think I've had this for over a decade. I've had this yarn. So I don't even know if it's available anymore, but that's what we're using. And this yarn might be difficult to use. Let's start with our regular crochet hook. I don't know if it's going to work. I think we probably are going to want a larger crochet hook. And if that's the case, that's totally fine. I have one. Let's find out first. 1, 2, let's see if I can make just an ear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We skip 2. Oh yeah, this is definitely Dust Bunny vibes. For sure. It's making me want to sneeze already. We're going to have to definitely be crocheting based on feels, because it is really hard to see your stitches, but that's okay. I'm a pro. I've been doing this long enough. I can crochet using only my feels. It's so ugly yarn, yes, but it's going to make the absolute perfect dust bunny. I totally agree with you. Hey. Ugh. Yeah, it's disgusting looking yarn. It looks like dust, for sure. I don't even know why this yarn was made, but you know what? I ain't gonna complain. Oh my gosh, that looks gross. I love it. Okay, great. This crochet hook I think will work. Whew, look at that. Look at that. That's an ear. Okay? If you can't tell, that's definitely an ear. We're gonna put this to the side. I think this is the perfect dust bunny yarn. I'm very excited now. Okay, someone had a question. Ooh, someone said make it have floppy ears. Okay, we can try making these ears a little bit bigger. I'll try to do it again with a larger... It's like belly button lint. It is kind of like belly button lint. Someone had a question, and I forgot what it was. Hold on, I'm scrolling up. Oh, yes. What is a new membership code? Nicole had a good question. So, Nicole, if you're on my website and you're trying to create a membership, there is the option for a new membership code. A new membership code is when you purchase a kit from us, you can enter a code there and it will give you a certain amount of months based on your kit. So it's based on, the membership codes are for physical purchases of kits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll try to do a longer floppy ears. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna add 2 extra stitches in this. Now let's see how these would look if they were big old floppy ears instead. But yeah, that's what a membership code is. Like, most likely you won't need it, but yeah. Let me know if you have any questions, any more questions about that though. Okay. Ooh, there it is. Okay, this ear is definitely bigger. Wow, this yarn is seriously crazy nasty looking. It really looks like it went through a vacuum. I just wish I was in the room when they were choosing this yarn. They're like, what if we used a yarn that looked like trash? You're a genius. All right, this is big ears, which definitely are floppier. You know, this is the other ear. So I'll, you know what? We'll make one more big old ear. It's kind of fun. Is there another way to contact you? Do you have email? Yes, please email me if you would like to contact me about anything at all. Email is the best. Cooper just put my email in the chat, but just in case you didn't see that, it is Louie, L-O-U-I-E, at clubcrochet.com. That is my personal email. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so if you want to email me, if you have any questions at all, or you just want to just say hi, and honestly, some people send me like fan mail, and it legitimately makes my week. So if you want to say hi, it would be really cool. It does legitimately brighten my day. It's very rare that I get actual fan emails, but when I do, it's really cool. Or if you just want to share what you've made, you know, you're like, hey, I made these. That's always cool to see too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hey, by the way, guys, we added something new to the website. I forgot to tell you. We added a whole new system on the website for submitting pictures for completed patterns. So we started on just the Woolly Woods pattern and the Triceratops. So now if you go to any of those patterns, I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked it myself, but I'm pretty sure you can go to those patterns and you can scroll down to the very bottom of that design, and you can share a picture of your finished project with that, and then it goes on the home screen and on that page. I was trying to get it set up for being in the corner of these live streams, but I haven't got that set up yet. So, but that's the plan. All right, there's our floppy. I know they don't look floppy right now, but they will be floppy. Big old dust bunny floppy ears. Okay. Next up, we want every email you send us, man. I do. I get yours. Yours are the best. I love it, Jillian. It's great to hear from you every time. I don't think I actually did see Slinky the Snail yet. I don't think I saw that one. I'll check it after this, though. I'm sorry. I don't remember that one. What else do oh, yeah, duh. I need to make all the other parts first. Okay, so we need to make some jowls. That's right. Jowls next. So we want, gosh, I need to go back up to the pattern. I'm pretty sure it's half double crochet. I just need to know if I need to chain one extra. Yeah, okay. One more, and then a half double. Got it. Double. What color do you think we should make the nose for this bunny? Because we want it to be like noticeable and like, you know, show through. But I don't think we want it to be like too colorful. I mean, we don't want it to be like, you know, like too bright probably, right? So it's half, single, 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 half. And then slip stitch. Pull that tight. Yeah, this was 100% the correct choice for yarn, by the way. Good job, chat. You've done well. You've chosen the right yard. Yeah, there's our little jowls. Those look pretty cute. Next up is our teethies. So I'm gonna try with this cotton yarn. I might end up making this again with smaller yarn, but let's give it a shot with this yarn instead. 1, 2. I think it's 3. I'm gonna try to like make it a little looser of a jowl too. And I think that's a little bit bigger too, because I think I do half double crochets normally, so we're upping it to a double crochet. So we just pull that through. See, so I kind of made it a little looser because I know our thing's gonna be, our bunny here is gonna be a lot bigger. All right, now we can get started on the body of our bunny. The bunny body. Ooh. Hold on just a second. I need to move these over. We've got like these little locking things. They're really starting to hurt my arms. All right. Now I gotta move this one over too. There we go. Okay. Kristen, welcome to the chat. You're not that late. Don't worry about it. All right, next up we're making the body. I hope that the eyes will be relatively easy. I don't know, we're gonna see. I'm worried a little bit that our only yarn, our cotton yarn, is not thick enough for the eyes, so I might need to go find something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Oh, did you hear that? Wait. No, nothing the other way. But dang, man. Ooh, Duster. That's a good name. 3, 4, 5, 6. Or Dusty, or I guess Dusty is a little on brand. A little too on brand, maybe. I don't know. 1 and 2. Okay, now here's our first try for our eye. First try for the eye. In it. Alright, let's give it a shot with this cotton yarn. I don't know if it's gonna look good with this fuzzy yarn, but let's find out. 1, 2, 3. I might just have to do a full bobble. Actually, you know what? That might work. Let's try it. Let's just keep what we got going here. And it doesn't look that bad. Right? Yeah, that should be noticeable. I mean, there's going to be an eye in there anyhow, so we just need a little bit of the white. So I think that'll work. Scatter. That's a good name suggestion, Morgana. Those are both great name suggestions. Scatter, Dusty. Okay, if you give us Mr. Duster. What's a good name for a vacuum? Swiffer? Or what's that one? Roomba? Roomba's cute, actually. Okay, 1, 2, and uh-oh. Hold on. I'm gonna undo that one real quick. Because we got some of our fuzzy yarn that I don't want in there. I keep grabbing it though. There we go. 2 and 3. And then pull that out. Switch it over. Nice. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. I don't think we need to use any kind of other white yarn. This will work. 1. I keep splitting the yarn and I just like go with it. I'm just like, whatever, it's fine. I can't tell anyhow. All right, so there's our eyes. 1, 2. Sweeper. Scramble. These are good names. Doodly. Dusty Rosie. There we go. 1, 2, and then I think it's 4. 2, 4, or is it 5 to get to the next eye stitch? One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it is 5. Okay. 5. Got it. All right, and we need more suggestions. So if you got another bunny suggestion, go ahead and throw it in the chat. Because this is only our second bunny. We still got more to make. I think that's looking pretty good, though. Three. That will increase here. 4. Oh, wait, never mind. It's hard. It's obviously going to be really hard to count my stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's, and then increase here. Got it. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then our increase here. Is that correct? Yes. No, it's supposed to be 6. Increase here. 1, 2. Yes. Okay. All right, we're doing great. We're doing great even. 1 and 2 will be right there. All right, couple more rounds and then we can get adding the face. Kirby's good. Hoover actually would be pretty good too. Henry Hoover. I like that. 1, 2. Oh, hold on. I hear something. I have this new bird feeder that's right. It's like literally it's attached to the window, and squirrels keep jumping in it, and it's actually really cute. So I thought I heard a squirrel jump in. Was that worth losing track of where I am? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. No, we're good. 4, 5, 6. Our other increase right here. And then 1, 2, and 3 to finish that round. All right, now I just need a round of all single crochets. 2. Where should we hide this one? 4. I think it needs to be hidden in the like under a couch or something. I do need to keep it out of reach from Ollie the dog, but I think I can do that. There we go. I think that shouldn't be too hard. I don't know, maybe it will. Sneezy Puff. Sneezy in general is a pretty good name too. Love this song. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think that's the last stitch for that round. Now we can add our face. And I think I'm actually going to trim this part just a little bit because it is like encroaching on the eyeball. And then let's start by adding our eyes. I think we should do pretty much the same size eye. I think that an 8mm is probably best just because of how big the yarn is. But the problem is, do I have 8mm eyes or am I out? Nope, those aren't 8mm. Ah, what are these? I'm not sure if these are 8 or 10, but let's try it. Okay. Let's try to add these ones. I think just keeping them in the front, or should we make them, you know what, they're dusty. Let's make them looking outwards so that they look kind of goofy looking. Like this. You know, so that way they're looking outwards, which I think might be kind of fun. I feel like I'm talking to Goomba right now, or oh no, Toad. That's what it is. I think this is a song from Mario 64, where You're outside of the castle. Pretty sure. Or actually, maybe it's from Zelda. I can't tell. That looks great. Yeah, I like this for the eyes. Right? It looks like a frog a little bit right now. I mean, of course it looks like a frog, right? Because it's originally, that's where I started this pattern, was as a frog. The yarn has kind of actually naturally made teeth. I guess it kind of does. All right, eyes are locked in. I like them looking outwards. I think that looks very silly. All right, let's add some real teeths though. Do another one right there. Looks funny. It always looks so funny with the tooth. Just the tooth. All right, so I pull it tight enough so that those knots get pulled in on the inside, by the way. That's usually when I'm attaching pieces like this. I always want to pull it tight enough so that the knots poke through. Because I just don't like the knots being on the outside of my piece. All right, we'll throw that to the side with the rest of our stuffing. So you can see that knot's kind of poking through right there. It's not that big of a deal in this case because we're going to sew on the jowls over that. But it's just something good to know if you are trying to crochet your, just in general. Okay, we're gonna thread this on our needle. Okay. Go. And then the other side. Okay, so that's the nose, the first part of the nose sewn on. Now we need a color for the nose itself. I do think we need a color. I don't think we should do just like blank. We'll try pink again. Wanna try pink? Let's try pink. Let's just see how it looks. If we don't like it, we can always do a different color, but I think pink actually might be nice because it'll add some color in this like pretty much bland looking bunny. That's how the ears are gonna be. Floppy like you guys have requested. I think, yeah, we'll try, let's see what just, like if I place it in front of it, what it'll look like. That'd be the pink nose. Actually, yeah, I do like the pink nose. Okay. I'm actually gonna go in through the front of it like this. And then this with the other one. Do I need to double up this nose though, is the question on everyone's mind. Let's find out. I might be able to just get away with this. You know? No, I think we do want that doubled up. Yeah, that's too small. We need another one. Okay, let's do it again. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's cut this a little bit shorter because it's kind of in our way of our face. Yeah, I like that. Right? Looks funky, but I kind of like it. Oh, and let's remove this little fuzz also because it's kind of covering up our teeth. There we go. Just to clean it up a little bit. And I actually might want to undo the fuzz under it too. You know what, I'm gonna. Trying to make as much like clarity of the face as I can since everything else is so chaotic. It's pretty good. Okay, we're gonna double knot these little teethies together. I'm sorry, not our teeth, our nose. Our nose. There we go. Oh, another big long fuzz that's kind of in our way. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one too. Nice. Yeah, that's looking great. All right, big old floppy ears coming at you. And normally I've been sewing them on so that they go this way. That'll kind of keep it in though. So maybe if we do it this way, it'll look even more floppy, you know? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I agree with you, Zoe. One sec. Okay. Leaf sauce. How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a great day. All right, so this one goes like this. In this stitch, right there, and then in this stitch right above it, right? I think. Or is that too close to the top? I can't remember. No, that's it. That's it. So one right there. One right there. One right there. One right here. Let's go like that. So we'll start here. There we go. Okay, so there's one ear, and it is, I would say that is floppy, right? Nice and floppy. Okay, obviously we have to double knot it in, but it's not bad. It's not bad, is it? Oopsies. There we go. Two. Boop. Okay. There's one ear. Actually, kind of like it like that too. Actually, that's even cuter. That's really good. Okay. Next ear. This one went right there, so maybe like right here, right here. Or is that not all above the eye enough? Right here? No, that's too close. We need it right there. Okay. Boom. That music was very pretty. Made me kind of sleepy. All right. No, wait. Like these. Yeah, nice. One and two like that. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and cut this fuzzy yarn. And, you know, we'll cut the middle fuzzy yarn too. I was going to make one piece come out the top, but honestly, he's so fuzzy. I don't think it really needs that. But this is what the floppy ears kind of look like. They kind of like go off to the side like that. We're going to make them... Actually, maybe they'll go like this, a little forward first. Like that. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, like that. So they're kind of in front of the face a little bit. It's looking pretty good. I would say that is looking pretty good so far. Right? Okay. Last few rounds here. We need our next... You know what? This is our place to vote on the next bunny. So we're going to go ahead and vote on the next bunny before I continue on. All right. Bunny vibes. Round 3. Here we go. We got... I guess we kind of made the big floppy ear bunny. So we can go with that. Oh, I like that idea. Okay. And what are the ones? Oh, there's even more. I didn't even scroll down. Oh my gosh, who said tummy buddy buddy? That's so funny. That's hilarious. We're not doing that, but that is really funny. Okay, let's go back to this one, because I think that one's really good. And what's the last one? Yeah. Okay. Tummy bunny, buddy. That you're ridiculous though. That's so funny. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, next vote is live. We are going between a goth bunny, a chubby bunny, a zombie bunny, or a nerdy bunny. I'm gonna vote. I kind of want to see that one. Oh, I'm not alone. Okay, interesting. I don't know what that's gonna mean for me. I'm gonna have to figure that out, but it's a fun idea. So let's see. In the meantime, let's finish up our dust bunny. And again, let's get some more name suggestions in the chat for our fuzzy dust bunny here. Wow, that is, that is Russian, and I do not know what that says, but cool. All right, so we do one here, and then I switch over. Yeah, okay, so I need to make our tail here. Got it. Here we go, 1. And we're gonna use our fuzzy white yarn for our tail, just because I think it'll look really cute with our current fuzzy yarn. I think that's big enough. You're the best. Everybody say thank you, Jules. Jules brought us a coffee because she's the sweetest.
You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you. You want to say hi?
Can I get wife tax?
Yeah, you can definitely take wife tax.
Really good.
For sure. You can definitely take wife tax. You can take girlfriend tax too if you want.
I don't know if I'm stream ready, but I'm gonna pop it anyway.
You can say hi.
Hi.
Here, you can see it.
Where is it? Where are we?
We're down.
Oh, we're down there?
Here, wait.
Oh.
Here, it'll...
Down
Boop.
there.
Right there.
Hi. Oh, yes, there we go. Hi. Wow, it's so purple. In real life, it's green.
Yeah, it's very green in real life. Look at, there's our first bunny.
Yeah, but what is this?
The first bunny,
Oh my god.
it's a dust bunny. This yarn is like dust. It
It's
looks
perfect.
like, yeah, it
You've
looks like
had
dust
this. You've had this longer than we've been together.
That's what I said. I said in the chat. I said I think I've had this
That's
for
a
a decade.
long time. Louie and I haven't been together for a decade yet, but we're getting there.
We're almost at decade. Yeah, we're at 9.
Yeah, we're at 9.
We're at 9.
Next year.
9 and a half actually.
Yeah, January next year will be a decade. Oh my goodness. So like 9 and a quarter.
I know, isn't that crazy? Not only have I had this forever, I've never even opened it.
What?
I opened it for the first
you
time.
serious?
Yeah, where's the wrapper?
I don't know.
Here it is. This is what the yarn is.
Oh my gosh. Who are you, Deborah?
I don't think they make
Look
this
at
anymore.
Deborah's hair.
I know.
How much hairspray do you think is
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Wow.
good for her. You know, she
looks beautiful.
I don't know why.
But that takes a lot of work.
I don't know why she chose this yarn. Like, I was thinking
I
about the
do.
process.
No, I do.
What would you use this for?
Well, here's what happens. When you become this big and you have a line of colors, you start to think, oh, I have to have a color for like the whole rainbow in all of my yarn lines. So you had to have brown.
Yeah.
But this probably looked really cute in like pink or green, and
Yeah.
these flecks were different colors to match that. That's my theory.
Maybe it'd make a good blanket. But honestly,
Yeah.
it's such a small ball. Look how big it is. You need like
Right.
50
Right.
of those balls of yarn.
Well, that's
Oh, I guess
how
that's
they
the
make
point.
a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, so you've only done these two?
So far,
Okay. Well, how many do you want to make?
I'd like to try to get to 4. We're voting right now on the next bunny. This is the votes. Which one do
I
you?
get a vote?
Sure. We'll go on. You can go on the channel really quick to vote if you want to. Which one would you vote for?
Goth Bunny.
That's what I voted for too.
Okay, great. I chose correctly.
I don't know what that's gonna mean though.
We're not getting a divorce. Well, that's for the chat to help you figure out.
Yeah. I mean
you
definitely
gotta have-
eyeshadow.
And hair in the face.
That's a little bit of emo, but yeah, we can make that work.
fair. And black
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
All the shades
I
of
think
black.
this one's gonna take her a long time to find if I can put it in the right spot.
It's baked though.
It is. Yeah, it
Are you
is.
gonna put it in a plant? Because it's brown? Kinda
I was gonna put it under the couch.
You gotta be careful of the doggo.
That's what I said. Oh my gosh.
We're the same. We're the same person. Can you tell?
Same
We're
person.
twins.
Wow.
All right, I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Have fun with your
Thank
bunny.
you for the coffee.
Your bunny hunt. You're very welcome.
Much needed. I really appreciate you. You're the best. I love you too. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Back to our dust bunny. Let's get our little lemon drop boy out there. Okay. I'm sorry. What did we name our first bunny? We voted on it, but I don't remember what we named it. Anybody remember? One, two, three, 4, and then our first leg. Okay. First leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we do 1. All right, so there's our first leg. And then our second leg goes here. See, once we get done with the face and stuff, it actually goes pretty quick. Like making the legs and stuff isn't too bad. Once we don't have to change colors, it's a lot easier. Ooh, what is this? Okay. Did we just jump into a new playlist? Because I like it. I think there's 3 stitches between legs, front legs, right? Yes. Okay. 1. 2. Oh my god, my mom's gonna really like this dust bunny, I think. I'm gonna have to do a family picture of all the bunnies too, because she has them all, like, she puts them all out for Easter. Alright, that's pretty good. And then last leg goes right here. Two, three. This leg is starting to hurt my hand. It's the yarn. And then, oof. 4. Wow. Wow. I don't even know how I did that, man. I can't see these stitches at all. And yet I still got legs, bobble stitches made. That's awesome. Okay. I believe that's the end of that round. Wow. Oh my gosh, they're so furry. I'm definitely gonna have to trim some of these dusties away. They're looking pretty great though. Much bigger, but I like it. Zoe, you're sweet. Thank you. Oh, that actually could totally work. Putting it on their vacuum. I kind of like that idea, Morgana. I don't think she'll check there at all. It's going to be hard to hide them, though. Because this time I'm going to have to hide them while she's home. Because I'm doing it tomorrow. 1. And then our decrease here. But honestly, the on the vacuum might be the easiest of our options. Normally I sneak in to hide all the bunnies. But this time we're going over for dinner and I'm gonna have to be just a sneaky, sneaky boy. That coffee, by the way, is really good. All right. Last decrease for this round. I got one more round to go, but let's go ahead and stuff them a little bit right now. Seriously, though, what playlist are we on? Because I'm liking it. Yeah, we are in a new one. Cybercore. That's what they call this. Cybercore. I'll take it, man. I'm into it. Lana thinks we should not trim any of the yarn. Okay, cool. Noted. Your feedback has been noted, Lana. And we will not be ignoring it. I do think there's going to be like 1 or 2 places where we need to trim it. Just for clarity purposes, like right here. This one is, you can't really tell it's a leg because of this little fuzz right there. So I think that one can be trimmed, but we can be really subtle with our trimming, you know? We don't need to trim everything. Okay. All right, last round, and then we'll move on to our next bunny. We do need to vote after this on the name of our dust bunny. We have a few good ones in that I remember. But actually, I think I'm forgetting some of them, though. All right, last stitch. Here we go. Ooh. There we go. 1, 2. Skip to my me. Because I'm blue. Boop. Pull it through. Maybe. Alright, we need some stuffing. And then our magnets. I think we should probably go with... I mean, maybe we can do 3. We might get away with 3. I think we might want 4, because I think this one's a little bit heavier than our past ones. The problem is I'm running out of magnets. I need to order more. I worry that 3 is not going to be enough. Let's see, how strong does 3 hold with this guy, though? I mean, that's pretty good. It holds upside down. You know what? Yeah, we're going to do 4. Just for safety purposes. All right, 4 magnets, which is, honestly, it's a lot for a bunny. But that's okay. Wait, let me do that again so we can get a good shot of that. So that it'd be great for social. Ready? Yoink. And then we can sew it closed. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be right here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull it tight and hide it in. There we go. Dust bunny. Oh, there's my scissors. All right, let's take a look at our dust bunny now. Get the ears flopping over. Maybe it's this way flopped. Yeah, I think that way flopped is a little bit cuter. So we flop it over forwards instead. Just like that. I think this one's maybe a little too floppy. There. But there is our dust bunny that we still need to name. Not bad. Honestly, pretty good. Especially with that really shockingly difficult yarn to use. Pretty good as far as a dust bunny goes. Right? Let's look at his bum. So you can see his little cottontail. The fuzziest tail that we got so far. Love that dust bunny. Oh my god, they're so messy. Okay, dust bunny's going over here. And now we got 2 of our bunnies donezo. Let's go. Oh, Dustin, good name suggestion. All right, let's start by ending the vote on what we're making next, which looks like it's going to be a goth bunny. Heck yeah. And then creating a poll for name our dust bunny. Okay, we got, I like that name, and I like that name. 1 second, I need to find the other name suggestions. Where did I put them? Here they are. Okay. Hold on, I'm scrolling up to find other name suggestions here. Ooh, that's a fun name, Tina. Okay. There we go. Name suggestions are in the chat. Go ahead and vote now. And let's figure out what a goth bunny even looks like. I'm actually gonna do... Okay, goth. What does a goth bunny look like? Well, I know it's got to be like a lot of black in there. So, okay, wait, let's draw it. Let's do what we do when we need some help. All right. Let's draw out our goth bunny. So, I think a goth bunny, I mean, obviously we're going to have our basic bunny shape. So, I'm not going to change the main part of our bunny. You know, so we'll just draw the shape, and we've got our mouth and our little nose and our little that, and then we've got our ears like that, and then we've got our eyes. Now, I don't think we want to use our big eyes for this one, to be honest. I'll draw them in just because we want something there, but I actually don't think we want that. I think what we really want is I think we want like an X. So like let's just redraw the face right here. I think we want like an X on one eye because that's just very goth to me, is like to put an X on over an eye. And then the other eye, maybe we do like a red eye, or maybe no white around the outside, just a big black eye like that. And then obviously we got our nose there. And then what else do we need? I think they need a collar or a choker maybe. Here, we'll put the teeth in just for teeth purposes. And maybe we make the ears a different color than the body. I think we need to utilize white, pink, and black for this, for our goth bunny here. Right? Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Oh, that's right. I get to name. Okay. Oh, yeah, and then maybe some eyeshadow. Maybe a little bit of purple there and a little purple here, like that. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think a choker would be fun. Even if it's just like yarn, like that. And then piercings in the ears. Beautiful suggestion, Zoe. Beautiful suggestion. I think that the body of our bunny here is maybe like black. So let's redraw the body here. And we do like weird color changes. So we do like the main body is black or white. Maybe white's better because then it'll show the choker a little bit more. So the main body is white with a choker in black. Legs in like a... We can either do pinks or blacks for the legs. I definitely think the ears should be like one black ear and then one like pink ear maybe. And then rings in the ears, you know? And then maybe we do like a line with stitches like that. Something like that. What do we think? Oh, yeah, I can totally show you a mini bobble stitch in just a second. I think that's what we want to do, though. Or maybe the body should be pink. And then to show the choker a little bit more. I don't know, what do you think? Do we want white or pink for the body? I'm torn. I'm really torn between white and pink for the body. You know, we should do pink. That way the teeth are white. Take out a chunk of the ear. Love that, Vlad. If we can, I'll try. It's going to be hard to do, but I'll try to take out a chunk of that ear like that. This is giving more punk than goth? I don't know if I agree with you. Punk says mohawk. And give it a cigarette. Vlad. You're funny. I think we want to do white, pink nose, and then pinks for the feet. One pink ear, one black ear. Black eye, purple under the eyes. Black choker. Maybe red for the nose, like the actual nose itself. Okay, let's give this a shot. This one's gonna be weird. Okay, I need this actually closer. I don't want it on screen, so I'll put it right here. So I could just stare at it. Stare at our beautiful drawing. Okay, so we've got... This one is going to be tough. It's going to be a weird one. I think we said we want white on the body, right? So we got white for the body. We got... Hold on, I need this for the... There we go. Okay, we got white on the body. We've got pink for the jowl. We're definitely going to need our purple for the... We're going to need purple for the under the eyelids. We're going to need black. We actually don't need too much black if we're not going to make the whole body black. So we can throw the black right there. Okay, I think that's all the colors we need. Yeah. All right. So one ear we want pink, one ear we want black. I think the full ear we want pink. The one that we're gonna try to add a bite out of it is gonna be black. So we'll start like this. What's Robert Smith hair? Hold on, I gotta look at that. Oh, that's wild. Maybe. It's going to be a very maybe. It's going to be really tough to do is my problem. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so this will be one of the ears. One. 2. My mom is not going to understand this one at all. Well, maybe she will. I don't know. Maybe she will. I doubt it, but who knows? All right, so there's an ear. Okay, one ear done. Second ear we want to be black, and I'm going to try to do a cut out of it. How am I going to do this, though? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How am I going to do a cut out of for the ears? Maybe if I do a double and I chain it in. Okay, let's try this. I'll try to do something. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm gonna do skip 2 and do a double for a first stitch, like that. And then I'm gonna chain 1 and slip stitch. I'll just slip stitch into the base of that chain that we made. Slip stitch into the next chain as well, like that. And then we'll chain 1, 2 out. Might work. This might work. Let's find out. And then we'll just get back to the half double crochet. Let's see. There's our half. I don't think that's gonna look right. Well, maybe actually. You know, maybe I'll cut back on this one. And then I'll do 1 chain there instead of 2. Might give it a little bit less of a cut. 1, 2. This music is pretty good for what we're making. There we go. Chain 1. And then cut the yarn. Let's see how this looks. I don't know about this though. Let's find out. Pull that out. There. Will that look like what I'm kind of trying to make it look like? Does that look like there's a cut out of it? It might also be funny to do like, so be like that. I don't really know if that's saying cut out of the ear. Let's try it again. I'm going to try something a little different this time. Actually, I'm going to try a couple things. Let me make a few of these. First, I'm going to make just one regular one so that we have one backup if we want to. And then 7, 8. Okay, here's my idea, guys. First, we're going to make a regular one, and then I'm going to make another regular one and just cut the end off of it. So it's just got loose threads, which I actually think might be really cute. 1, 2, and then we could cut off the edge and then sew it back together. That could be kind of fun too. Yeah, let's make just a couple of ears in this black. That way we have options. Because I want to try one where I just like completely ruin it and see how bad it gets. That. Okay. Pull through. Alright, so there's our second ear. So now technically we have 2, but we'll make another one just in case. Maybe 2 more. We'll find out. Yes, just stitch marks could totally work too. Frankenbunny's a good suggestion. I guess we kind of have a Frankenbunny here. Do we have any split rings that we could add to it? Yeah, we're definitely going to add rings to the ear. I'm actually just going to make them, I think. So I think we're just going to use, I have some bronze wire, and we'll just make little rings out of the bronze wire, I think. 3, 4, 8. Hello, Beck. How are you? Beck says they are bad at crochet. Well, you know what? That means that you just gotta practice. I was bad at crochet too, and then I got better. I would say a majority of people are bad at crochet. If you even know how to do any crochet, you're already better than most people. If you know how to do a chain, you're ahead of the curve. Okay, so here's an extra ear, just in case we totally ruin the first one. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to throw this to the side as our backup. And then we want to start making the... Oh, wait, we want jowls. Now, do we want the jowls to be... Oh, I'm torn again. Do we want a pink or do we want a black jowl? I'm kind of pro a pink jowl with a big black nose. Black X over the eye. No, a pink X over the eye so that it goes... Okay, so like, look, what about this? Because this ear is going to be black and this ear is going to be pink, right? So if this ear is black, then this eye X needs to be an alternative color so that it works with the other side. So I think the X here should be pink. And the eye here should be black because it's going to be just a regular black eye. I think the nose should be black because I just don't think we have enough black going on. Or we could do purple for the nose. Or we could just do... I think we're going to make a few different options here. Let's start by trying a pink nose. I'll make one of each. I'll make a pink one. I'll make a black one. Another like, let's give ourselves options and we can choose which one we want to use later. It's not like these take us that long to make. 1, 2, 3, half, and slip. Okay. Okay, so this would be a pink jowl, which could work, could definitely work. Let's do a black one just to check what will happen. just in cases. So, chain 1. Yeah, you know, we might go voting on the jowl part. Cuz I'm going to be torn between 3 different colors. 1, 2. Boom. And then we'll slip stitch. Okay. There we go. All right, so there's our black jowl if we end up going with that one. This looks like a big black dot. Okay. Next, we want to... I think we got all our pieces. Oh, wait, we need to make teeth. So we'll go ahead and make teeth just because we need them. And I don't think we should change colors for the teeth at all. And do I forget, do I normally half double crochet for the teeth or do I double crochet? Because I did half double, okay. I did a double crochet for a bigger one because I needed the teeth to be a little bit bigger, so just wanted to check. Dude, Tina done a tip. Tina, you're so sweet. Sweetie patiti. Thank you so much, Tina. You rock. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to... Wait, first off, let me see. Do we have... Oh my gosh, guys, we're only 10 likes away from me showing off the next pattern coming out in a week or 2. So you should like down below. If we get to 100 likes, I'm going to show off something. But before we do that, we need to add something to the background for Miss Tina. Tina Bobina Fofifi Fofina. Tina Bobina Tina. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and add. Let's add Tina's goblin. Duh. Tina supports. We add her a goblin because Tina is a huge fan of goblins. So we're gonna go ahead and add our little cute goblin here to the background for you, Tina. He's gonna go right under, right there. So they're going to be watching us the whole time. Oh, sit upright. Come on, be polite. There we go. Thank you, Tina, for your support. Yeah, I do have a hard time. I have a hard time doing chat when I'm in the middle of things. Okay. Uh-oh, only 5 more likes. Cool. All right, let's go back to, we got our teeth, jowls, our ears. We want to just start making our bunny now, I think. And we're not going to use bobble stitches for the eyes, but I do need to show, Jillian made a request to explain how to make bobble stitches, mini bobble stitches specifically. So I'm going to go through a little bit of a tutorial real quick. 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna go ahead and make just a few rounds though of what I would of just continuing to get to a point where I can actually show you a bobble stitch. Jillian, a mini bobble stitch is what you have requested. So normally I'd put a bobble stitch, mini bobble stitch right here, but I'm just gonna do a single crochet. And I'm not gonna show you right now because it'll be easier to show you what a mini bobble looks like a little later on anyhow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep crocheting as normal because we're not using mini bobbles for the eyes this time. I think it's gonna look way more goth this way. Oh, you know what we could do instead of streams? Oh, yes, just double tap. If you want to like this video, double tap. Double tap to like, and I think it'll like the video for you. There we go. right, and now I'm gonna cut this yarn because we don't need it this long. Use this for stuffing later. One, two. Oh, you want a mini bobble with color changes. Understood. That's actually even easier for me to show you, so that's probably a good move. All right, 1, 2. Hold on, I need to get back to where I was here. 1, 2, 3. Do an increase here. Let me get to a little bit further for you, Jillian, and then I'll. 1, 2. 5, and then our increase right here. 1 and 2. Okay. And then after I show Jillian the mini bobble, we will. I'll show you. We got to 100 likes, so I'll show you a sneak peek of what our next pattern's gonna be. I believe we have 5, right? 5, and then our increase. Oh no, wait. Sorry, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's an increase right here. 1, and then 3. No, 2. Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, right here. How did I? Well, hold on. I messed up somewhere. Doom. First one is 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this stitch should be an increase. Oh no, 6. Oh, okay. We were on track, actually. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I thought I was doing it wrong, but I wasn't. I did it right the whole time. Don't do it right the whole time. All right, 2, 3, 5. An increase here. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then our increase here. Okay, 1 and 3. All right, Jillian, let's show you how to make a mini bobble stitch with a color change in it. So, if you want to make a mini bobble stitch, here's how you do it. We're going to use pink as our color that we're going to switch to. Which is actually, we're probably going to use this later to make our bunny tail too, because that'd be kind of cute. I'm going to start a single crochet right before I'm going to do our color change. So we want a color change starting right here, right? So I'm going to yarn over and pull through with our main color to lock the new color into place like that. Then we're going to start our mini bobble. A mini bobble is the repeat of a bobble stitch 3 times total. So we're going to take our new color, yarn over our piece, keep our old color on top of the yarn, or the stitches. Now we're going to take our crochet hook, go into the stitch, yarn over with our pink, and pull it through, so you have 2 loops on the hook in pink. Then we can yarn over in pink and pull through just 2 loops, 1 and 2. We're going to repeat that same thing 3 times total. So that's our first repeat. Let's do a second. We yarn over, we go into the same stitch, yarn over again with the pink, pull through. Then we yarn over and pull through just 2, 1 and 2. That's our second repeat. We want 1 more of those. We yarn over into the same stitch, yarn over with pink and pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2, 1 and 2. Now you should have 4 loops on the hook, 3 that are in pink, 1 in our main color. We switch to our main color by flipping it under the old one like that, yarn over with our main color and pull it through all the loops on the hook, and that'll finish up our bobble stitch. That's a mini bobble for you. Okay, Hope that was helpful. We do not want a mini bauble right now. Let me finish this round up in our white though, and then I can show off our next design, which I'm very excited about. Okay. Oh, sorry, Mr. Goblin. Okay, one. Hi, Daisy. How are you? Thanks for joining the stream. All right, 1, 2, last stitch right there. Okay, we're gonna come back to our bunny in just a second where we're gonna add our face and stuff. But first, thank you so much for getting us to 100 likes. You rock. Let me show you what is coming very, very soon to Club Crochet. I'm recording it tomorrow. So let me start with a classic one before I show you the upgraded version that I made yesterday. Where are they? Okay. So here is what we're making. Next week, probably next Friday, expect a new pattern for a pine cone that looks stupid like a real pine cone. Look at that. That looks like a legit pine cone. It uses a brand spanking new technique that I made up for adding all these with no sewing. So it's all actually made in one piece. There's no sewing that you need to do. It's really, really cool. And I love it. And I'm really, really excited to make it. So after I made the first one, first I made one without this little nub at the top. And then I made one with a nub at the top. And so the instructions show the two different versions, ways to make the nub at the top. Then I made one with eyes and a mouth. Let me show you that one. Where is that? Hold on, I don't know where I put that one. Well, you know what? I think you're gonna have to be patient for the eyes and the mouth one. So, because I don't know where I put it. And I only have one of those. But I made eyes and a mouth for it because that's kind of just a fun thing to do. Then, yesterday, I was like, you know what? What if we made this into something different? So what I did was I turned it into a little pouch. So you can actually open it. And there's little drawstrings. I made the drawstrings in just a main color here. And then you could put a little crochet in there so there's a little gnome inside the pine cone. Isn't that cute? And then, so that alone is just awesome, right? You can use it as a dice holder. I made a few that look like dragon eggs, so you can have like a dragon egg dice holder like this. Because if it's in a different color, it totally looks like a dragon egg, which is awesome also. It is not crocodile stitches, actually. It's really easy to make, like way easier than crocodile stitches. It's crazy simple. Like, you're going to be shocked when I come out with this pattern. You're going to be like, what? That's so easy. It's shockingly easy to make. So then I decided, oh my gosh, what am I doing? We need to make a giant one. So I made, so then I made this giant pine cone, which looks so cool. Like, really cool giant pine cone, right? Look at how big it is. It's gigantic. Big old pine cone. Same thing, just made with blanket yarn. So no sewing. It's all made in one piece. Okay, so that's awesome. Then, to go even further, I made a giant pine cone with the drawstring. I did a different kind of drawstring here. So I have a little thing there. And it's filled to the brim with goblins. So I just got one of these that's just filled up with little mini goblins. Tell me that's not one of the coolest things ever. It's so, so cool. Yeah, I'm really, 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 really excited about this pattern. So it is not the crocodile stitch. It's not the crocodile stitch. It's not chain stitched in the back of the circle. Nope, not that either. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool when I do show you how to make this. So this pattern is coming out next week. I'm going to come out with it as an early access for members. So if you are a Club Crochet member, you're going to get early access to this pattern. And then I'm going to come out with it probably as a free tutorial shortly after. At least like part of it's gonna be free. I don't know. I haven't figured out the exact way I'm gonna do this yet, but I'm recording the tutorial tomorrow. So words are out there, you know? If anybody else comes out with a pine cone, you know I did it first. I'm really excited about this pattern. I've been kind of trying to like hide it a little bit because I'm just so excited about I just think that this part is the coolest thing. The pouch, like making a giant pouch, pine cone purse. It's a pine cone purse. And legit, like it looks straight up like a pine cone. Like legitimately looks like a pine cone. I'm just so excited about that. Yeah. Thank you for getting this to 100 likes. That is what you get. I hope you liked it. I hope you're excited because I'm very excited about it. Yeah. Okay, let's keep on crocheting on. So now we want to add the face of our little bunny here. I do think this is going to be our last bunny today, by the way. Just because I am running out of time, I think. So do we want the nose in pink? No, I think we want this in black, right? Yeah, I think that, but the chains around the outside might... Okay, I've got a couple questions. First question, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and put this in the chat really quick. Because I have a great idea. Oh, by the way, we've named him Dustin, so his name got voted as Dustin. Beautiful, love it. All right, first off, eye option. Safety eye. Button. So, here's my question for one eye. This eye on this side, do we want this to be a big safety eye, which I actually think would look really cute? So we could use like a really big safety eye, like something like this. And then normally, let's see, where would the eyes go? They would go, so one would be like right there, and then the other one would be like, boop, 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 like right here. So we do like an eye there. We can either do like a regular eye like that, or we could do a button that's sewn on instead, which might give us a really gothy look. And then we could do the little snout like that. I kind of think that the nose, maybe we should do purple for the muzzle. Okay, let me make a purple one too. And then we're gonna vote on the muzzle next. And I'll grab a button. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna make a purple muzzle just for reference. Oops. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then a half. And then we're gonna pull that tighter and slip stitch. Okay, so now we got a purple one also. So we've got options here. I don't think we should do a white one, right? Because I don't even think you'd be able to tell what's going on there. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn between these three colors of what our nose should look like, or I mean a muzzle. Okay, so what are you guys voting on for the eye? Safety or button? Okay, pretty substantially same button. Okay, let me grab some buttons. Let's see what we have in here. In my giant button box. My giant butt box. It's also filled at the bottom with needles, so I'm always very careful when I go through this. Oh, we could do a pink one. Hold on, I can't see. The lighting is not good. No, I just found one. There it is. Hold on. So there's our one button. I think I might have one that's smaller too. Okay, we got that button. And then we got pink ones too. Might look kind of cute. There's a pink one. Okay. So you chose a button. So let me go ahead and end that vote because it's pretty solidly on a button, which is totally cool. Just now we need to know, do we want a black button? Are these too big of buttons or pink button? I don't know. Okay, let's do a jowl color next because that'll help a lot too. Jowl color. We got purple, pink, or black. You know what? Or cyan. I'll also throw cyan in there just to have another color option. So what do you want to do for the jowl? Like the little mouth color. Like this thing right there. I don't know about purple actually. I'm kind of pro black with a pink nose or pink with a black nose. Cyan could be kind of cute too. Cyan with a black nose. That could be kind of weird. I'm torn. I really don't know which one to do. I'm gonna say that one personally. Okay, looks like people are in agreement with me. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and I know I'm gonna add the teeth. So I'm just gonna add the teeth, which will help us know where everything are gonna be anyhow. And the teeth are, you know, I'm not changing the color of the teeth. We'll just keep them white. So this will at least give us some guidance. I just need to find where the tooth's gonna be. So where do the tooth go? Where do the tooth be go? So this would be an eye, right? So it'd be boom, that's an eye right there. So then it'd be like tooth, and then an eye right there. Okay, so one tooth goes here. Like that, I'm pretty sure. And then one tooth goes here. Again, I'm pretty sure, not positive. I do need to look a little bit more. I think that's right though. It might be actually one stitch lower. Let me check. Okay, so there's the increase. So then 1, 2 after the increase. Okay, so let me try that. So there's our increase. Okay, 1, 2 would actually be there. Okay, so I'm one stitch off. So it looks like right here. Maybe. And then one right here. I think. Like that. And then big eye, nose over that, and then an X over here stitched in a different color. I think. Okay. Let's I'm pretty sure this is the correct spacing. You know, leg here, single, leg here, 1, 2, 3, leg. Yeah, that's centered. Okay, cool. So that's where we want our teeth. That's gonna help us a lot. Oopsies, I pulled that way too hard. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. One and a 2. All right. There's our tooth. Shrink. All right. Looks confusing, but don't worry about that. That's just, it's gonna look like it makes a lot more sense soon. All right. We'll go ahead and end our poll. What did you choose for the nose or snout or whatever it is? Jowls. Oh, purple. Okay. Purple gel over that like that. Black nose for sure. We need more black anyhow. So we're going to do a black nose over that. Question is, do we want to add the eyes before we add this? Because one eye is going to go right here. Like that. Right? It might be easier to add the eye afterwards. Even though I want the gel over the nose, it might just be easier to like kind of shove it in and under the eye. Yeah, I think we're gonna add it afterwards. Okay. So one part of the gel over here. Like this. And then the other part over here. That, I believe. Right? Yeah. Okay, so the gel goes like that, and then we add a nose on top of it. I think we want a black nose on there. Yeah, we'll do weird colored legs for sure. Okay, now do we want a pink or a black button? We're gonna make one button one color and then the X over the other, where the other eye would be, in a different color. So they're both kind of good. I think I'm kind of pro pink, black. Uh-oh, do they stream end? No, we're good. Okay, well, let's add our nose because I want a black nose. So we're gonna go with black for the nose. And then yeah, I need to vote on a pink or a black button. Let's go ahead and do that next. Button color. Pink or black. Okay, there we go. And then for the nose, we're just gonna go in here. Like that. It looks kind of funky, but it'll work. We might also want to do a tinier button. So let me go back into the button options and see, because I definitely have tinier pink ones. I don't know if I have tinier black ones, but I'll look. Either way, it might be nice to have a tinier button, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't think so. No. Okay. Jules is putting in headphones, and sometimes they connect to my computer, so she's checking to see if it's going to interrupt the stream or not. Oopsies, I kind of sewed that in a little too tightly because I wasn't paying attention. So I'll undo that. Oh! It sure did. Hold on. Can you hear me? There we go. Okay, we're good. That's all good. Okay. I'm gonna choose. I think I want I guess a black button would look good. A pink X. Okay. We are all in agreement on button color. I appreciate you guys. Let's see if I can find a smaller black button. I'm not sure if I do have any, but Is this one any smaller or is that the same size? That's the same size. Oh wait, that's a really tiny one. I don't know if it's black. More of a brown button. Really tiny though. This one might be smaller. I can't tell. Is that the same size too? Man, I keep grabbing ones going, this is a tinier one. Oh, here we go. That's a kind of cool one too. And then, oh, that's got to be smaller, right? No, that's the same size too, huh? Hold on. One more look. There we go. Wait. Oh, I thought I just saw one. That one's small? Gosh, I keep thinking they're tinier. And they really are. Alright, I guess those are our options. Okay. Let's choose a button. So we've got 4 of them that are the same size, so we don't really need all those ones. But we got, I would say 1, 2, or 3 for sizes. It's kind of hard to tell the difference, but here's what it looks like on there. So we got 1 would be like this. Okay, so we got 1. Here, you know what? Let me put the vote out. Oh, bye, Loda. Thank you for joining. Okay, next question. Button size. We got 1, 2, or 3. Okay, we're gonna do this one really quick. We've got button size 1 is about this big, pretty tiny. Oops, pretty tiny. You know. Here, let me make sure I can show you properly. So this is button size 1. It's almost brown too, so I don't even know if that counts. Button size 2. This one's kind of like shiny, which is kind of cool too. It looks kind of silver, but it is black. It's just like a shiny black. So that's 2. And then 3 was our classic one, which is pretty big. But honestly, that also looks good. I think 3 looks also good. I think that the eye, like the what we're gonna use for the yarn to sew it on is gonna be pink. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. And I think I'm just gonna use some of our regular pink yarn so that it's the same as the rest of it. And then I'm just gonna split it. Like this. Okay. Ooh, that's a fun idea, Morgana. That sounds too complicated for right now, but it's a fun idea. I really like that idea, and I think we will use that in a future video, because I really think that's fun. Okay, let me make sure this will fit through our buttons. Ooh, that's a tight fit. Okay, hold on. I might have a better one. And then we got our long needle too. So I think our long needle is going to be our best option. Yeah, okay, we're going to use our long needle for this. Okay, button size. Sip of coffee and then I'm ending the vote. Okay, I don't think it's going to catch up. Ooh, hold on. Votes are coming in. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we know what we're doing here. All right, we're going with the tinier button right here. And then we'll do an X on the other side. Let's start with the button. Yeah, let's start with the button. those little ones out of the way. We'll use those buttons for something else later. Oh yeah, for the nerd button, that would be really, or for the nerd button, for the nerd bunny, I think that's a great idea, Morgana. And I think that's really creative and original. I haven't really seen that done before, so I like that. Yeah, good idea. Okay, I'm gonna go from the inside out, just so it's a little easier. And we want the eye to be, normally it's this stitch itself. So we're just gonna go all around this stitch. Actually, I think I'm just gonna come out straight up from the stitch for one side of this. So we're just gonna start there. I'll go into right there. Okay. The longest needle in the world. Doesn't want to thread through any yarn. There we go. Okay. Okay, I think I want to try to make it the button in like an X formation, kind of to match the other pink eye that we're gonna add. So we're gonna go across, and then I guess we'll go like into like right up here somewhere. I'm just gonna go into like the threads of an actual stitch. Yoink, like that. Doesn't want to go through. I'm gonna bend this needle if I'm not careful. Okay, so there's one. Right? Is that the right positioning, by the way? Okay, let's see if we can use... Oh, wait, there we go. That's pretty good. Okay, now we're gonna try to keep it where it's at, and I'll try to come up through the perfect space. Looks like it's like right down here somewhere. The longest needle in the world. Whoopsies. Peacoat, hello, how are you? What is going on? We are making bunnies to hide at my parents' house. I do this this is now our third year doing this, so I would say that this is a tradition at this point. I make as many bunnies as we can on a live stream, and then I go and hide them at my parents' house. Right now we're making a goth bunny based on the vote of the chat. We have one classic bunny in the background there, and we've also got a dust bunny that we made earlier named Dustin. And we're going to need to give our goth bunny here a name as well, I think. So if you got name ideas, let us know. Peek out. Ooh, this one's going to be a hard one to get through. I don't know if that's going to work. Like that. Trying to like open the stitch up as I pull the needle through. There. Okay. Money shot. Here we go. Ready? Hey, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. That's very gothy to me. Cool. All right, and then the other eye, I want to just do an embroidered X. Keep it really simple. I just think that screams goth to me. I would say either an embroidered X, I guess a heart would also work, but I think an embroidered X is more gothy. I don't know, let me know, chat. How do you feel about that? Yeah, I think an X right here. It goes over that stitch, so it'd be like 1 and then 2, something like that. So let's give it a shot. Shadow Patch. That's sick, Morgana. I really like that name. Shadow Patch. Because he's like little patches, too. Patches actually just works, too. Just the name Patches. That feels very gothy to me. It's funny how goth is like... It's almost like... cute, too. It's like creepy cute, too. Sometimes. Not all the time. Okay, so we're going up a stitch, so it's like right here. Let's see how this looks. So this will be one side of the X. Like that. We might need to double, triple this yarn up, actually. I don't know, maybe not. We'll find out. Go right here. That, and then I'll go across to right like I think I want it in the top of that, like that. This music is not appropriate for what we're making, I would say. So I'm going to fix that in just a second too. What do we think about that X? Maybe it's not a big enough X. What do we think? It's not bad though. Especially if, like, imagine we had a big ear right here. And a pink ear right here. You know? It's not bad. What do you think? Do you think I should double up the eye? I don't know. I'm looking for feedback on that second on the X for the eye. And then what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something, but I can't remember what it was. Goth eyes. I can't remember what I was gonna do. Oh, that's right. I was gonna look up goth Nintendo music. That's our goal. Let's see what comes up if I search goth Nintendo music. Ooh, wait. The Hero Synth? Okay, this really isn't goth, but it... Oh, wait. Okay, it's not really goth, but I do dig this music more. Okay. Double it up, double it up, double it up. Jazzy says to double it. Julian says to double it. You know what? That's two people telling me what to do, and I listen to that. All right, let's do it. Like that. And I'm going to try to go under like that. Yeah, I think this will look a little bit cleaner. Okay. Right? That's it doubled up. It's a little hard to tell what's going on with the double up, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I should just try to find a thicker pink yarn. What do you think? Or I can try to like hide one of those under. Oh, actually, that looks kind of good when I hit it a little bit more. So it was more like clearly an X. Wait, maybe if I... Like that, kind of. What do we think? Yeah, I like it. I think we're good. Button Eye Joe? Heck yeah, Tina. Betty Button Eye is also actually pretty good, but I like Button Eye Joe. Never Ending Nerd. Love that name. Never Ending Nerd. All right. I think making into a star is a little difficult, to be completely honest, but... All right, there's our eyes. 1 and 2. I really like the button eye a lot, but I like the dichotomy. Okay, so next we want to add our ears. I definitely think we want to add the black ear over that and then the pink ear over the other side. So let's go ahead and do it that way. And then I can add some detail to the ears too. I know we're gonna add what are they called? We'll add the detail at the end though, as you ought to do with detail. Say one ear right there and one end right there. So like that. Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot to tell you today. So I had to go to LA just really quick, like literally for less than a minute, just to get my camera so that we could do this live stream today. So I had to drive all the way to LA, all the way back, which is like an hour drive there and an hour drive back. Anyhow, and I parked, and apparently where I parked was in front of a home preschool, and they had rented a petting zoo, and all the kids were already gone and inside. So I was like, wait, so I just get to hang out with a petting zoo? Oh my gosh, it was so cool. I got to pet goats and bunnies and sheep. It was so cool and cute, and I loved it. I loved it. It made my day. Because I was a little grumpy, you know, because I just had to drive to LA for nothing, basically. And but I, you know, going to a petting zoo definitely made my day like significantly better. And so I just was thinking we should have petting zoos much more often. They should be everywhere. They should be at a gas station. There should just be like a petting zoo. That's what I think. I know I want one end here. And this end will go in, I guess, above that, like that. Right, like right here. This is going to be a fun one to edit a video for. Maybe I'll turn this into a bunch of different ones. All right. Hey, that's looking pretty good. Now, do we want to do purple under the eyes to give a little blush of purple? What do you get? What does the chat think? Purple under the eyes or nah? We're going to add, let's do our feet next, and then I'm going to do our collar over the feet. I think the feet should be I think 3 feet in one color, 1 foot in a different color. I'm thinking pink, pink, black, pink. How do we feel about that? Pink, pink, black, pink. All right, Zoe, thanks for joining. Thank you for all your help, Zoe. Yeah, pink, pink, black, pink, or are you saying yeah to the eyeshadow? Eyeshadow or pink, pink, black, pink, pink? And then also we need a different color for the tail. Let's see, I might actually have some fun. is this weird? Or actually, we could do a black tail. Black or purple? Pink, pink, black, pink. Thank you, Iris. I'm glad you could read that. Okay. Crochet with Lulu. Hi, I'm Lulu. You're Lulu. Look at that. That's great. I love that. You're amazing. Yes to the eyeshadow. Okay, we'll go ahead. We'll add the eyeshadow then. Let's give it a shot. All right, purple eyeshadow coming at you. Let's see how this looks. I think just one strand of purple is enough to give us what we're kind of going for. So let's give it a shot. It might be in the wrong spot though. Yeah, I think it needs to be higher up. That kind of looks weird. It's just kind of confusing what that is, kind of. So I'm thinking like right under the eye. So maybe these two stitches here. So actually, I think I'm going to go in through the top instead. So it'd be like that. And then and just one stitch over right here. Let's see how this looks. Ready? Yeah, that's kind of nice. That is kind of nice, actually. Yeah, I think that works. The more black, the gothier. Okay, we can do black, black, pink, black for the feet instead. Is that what you're thinking? I do think we should do a fuzzy purple for the tail, and I actually have some perfect yarn for that. They love doing that for this song, this music. I think we'll go with this stitch right here, even though it's a different stitch. I think it'll look a little bit more even if I do that. So like this. You know, like, boop. Yeah, I think that's not bad. And then we'll do a choker. I actually think, I was going to do a chain of a choker, but I think it'd be maybe a little too detailed, because that's what Cooper was saying. I worry it's going to be too detailed. So what I'm actually thinking might be a good alternative is just a big strand of yarn around it, and then each stitch has like a piece in it. So it's kind of hard to explain, but I think that would look a little bit better. So basically I'd come out probably from the back here somewhere, go around it with black yarn, and then I'd go in and then out around the black yarn, in, out, around the black yarn, so that it'd make like little lines, which I think might look really cool. Might be too detailed, but might be kind of cool. All right, fuzzy purple for the tail, and then let's do a vote on the feet. Yeah, actually, Cooper, you're right. We could split the yarn and try a chain that way too. Okay, let's try. Let's start with the feet though. Feet colors. Pink, pink, black, pink, or black, black, pink, black. Okay, go ahead and vote now. And I'm gonna grab my fuzzy purple. So I use this yarn extremely sparingly because I really like it a lot. So I barely ever use this. This one I've also had for over a decade, but I very rarely use it because I don't know if I can ever even get it again. But we'll go ahead and try it for the tail real quick. Oops. Let's fix that up. Got a bit of a mess there. Okay. Okay, so tail. Go 1. 2. And 3. And switch over to white. Boom. Just a little tiny fuzzy purple tail. Boom. That's it. Take this to the side. Put that away later so I don't lose it, or so Jimbo doesn't attack it. One. And we're going to do one more stitch here, but I need to find out what colors you want to do first. If you want to do pink or black. I'm torn, honestly. I think I'm pro doing the pink, but I don't know. Okay. Oh, you know, we can also use thread with... We'll do that, actually. Okay, so let's make our feet first. You guys voted, and it's pretty unanimous. So we're just going to go for it. You guys are saying black, black, pink, black. I think that we should do the pink over here, actually. I know I said black, black, pink, black, blah, 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 but I think the pink should be on this side just so that it's opposite of where the ear is. Where the pink ear is, you know, so it doesn't line up with the ear. Because I'm afraid that'll kind of like make it look lopsided a little bit. So we're going to do a black foot first over here, and then we're going to do a pink foot, and then we're going to do another black foot. I'm actually almost out of black yarn, so hopefully this will be enough for our feeties here. So start with a black foot. So 1. 2, 3, boom, 4. So there's one foot. Next one's gonna go right here. I'm gonna grab a pink yarn. Like that. We'll hold the black to the side. And then we're going to do a pink foot right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. Okay. There's our pink foot. Okay, yeah, that's looking cool. All right, I'm gonna cut the pink because we don't need it anymore. And then we'll just do the other 2 feet in black. 1, 2. This music is kind of hype. You're just getting on to Amigurumi, and you just made the tiny wheel. Crochet Lulu. That's awesome, dude. Well, congrats on your new obsession with Amigurumi. I'm telling you, once you start making little pieces, you're like, wait, this is awesome. And you will never go back. All right. Pretty good. All right, last foot. One, 2. Purple, get out of there. 3. And there's 4. Okay. All right. And then we'll crochet around that for... Hey, by the way, this is going to be the end of our stream after we make this bunny. I don't think I got any more bunnies in me, to be completely honest, today. But I think 3 is pretty good. And, I mean, we're not done yet. I still need to do all the detail and stuff. But Just letting you know. If you like this video, please prove it. Like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit the little bell icon so you can join these live streams. Normally, we've been doing live streams on Sundays also, but we're not going to do one this Sunday because it's Easter, and I'm busy. But normally, we've been doing Dino live streams on Sundays and then a new live stream every Friday. Next Friday, we're going to be doing a new a live stream for a new bawnimals. I think we're going to be doing new bawnimals next Friday. Or we're going to be doing pine cones. I don't know. We'll find out. But we're going to be doing something new. A new pattern. Whether it's designing one live or crocheting together one of the new patterns from the library. One. Decrease here. I need to fix this foot a little bit. There we go. Oh, okay. Music. And obviously, we're going to do stitches on one side and then maybe a ring in the other. And then we want to do a chain around the outside. You know what? Maybe it'd be easiest to do just slip stitches on the stitches itself. Let me try that. That might actually save us some time. Let's try it like this. So I'm going to make a slip knot in our black yarn here. It's actually thread, black thread. And then I'm going to grab it out from like right here. We'll pull a piece of our thread through. And I'm going to tighten it on the hook. Okay. I'm going to try to crochet this relatively loose. But my goal here, keep that out of the way, but my goal here is to go, it's going to be kind of really hard to do with black thread, but let's try it. One. Let's see if this works. Two. Oh, actually, this is already looking kind of cool. I just need to be careful to not do what I just did. Keep that tight. 3, 4. Do we like this? Ooh, I don't know actually. I thought this was gonna look cool, but it kind of looks not as cool as I thought it was gonna be. It kind of just looks like I'm cutting it in half. That's not really what I was hoping for, to be honest. I don't know. What do we think, guys? I think this choker is not gonna work. What do you think, team? Just kind of looks like we're embroidering it on. You know? I can always undo it really, really, really easy, actually. So we'll just go ahead. I'm going to try to loosen my grip a little bit and see what happens if I keep it a little looser. And then if I go up like this, I might need to do this again, but it looks a little bit better when I do it looser. Not good. Tammy says not good. Yeah, I kind of actually am in agreement with Tammy, I think, here. It doesn't really look right to me. I just think we have so much detail going on, and it just doesn't really need it. You know what I mean? Let me undo it and see if I can do it a little bit looser. Which might help a little bit, but I don't know. Don't know. Chaining and slip stitching. Yeah, we could try that too. Just doing a long chain instead. We could try that. Here, I'll try it. I think this will look honestly even less, but let's see. 10, 11, 12. So like it'd be like this. It looks kind of cool, you know, but I'm afraid that if we put it on there, it just kind of looks like a black line. You know, it doesn't really look like a choker to me. What do you guys think? Is that going to be worth it? Let's ask the chat. Let's see. What do we guys want? Choker. Yes or no? Real simple question. Yes or no to the choker. I'm going to go ahead and make it just in case. You say yes, and then we'll sew it on. I think it'll have to be sewn on, unfortunately. I don't think doing that chain or that slip stitch into it actually works very well. I think it's a little bit easier to just sew it on. A few more. Oops. 2, 3, 5. Let's try this. Okay, it's a little long, but I can undo that. Undo a few stitches there. That's what it would look like. I'm not sold on it personally. I could try stitching it on with white, like Jillian just said, but I don't know. Ooh, it is a freaking split vote here. We got a split vote. Uh-oh. I gotta be honest, if it's not like overwhelmingly yes, I think I'm gonna do the tie vote. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep it on there to look like that. You know what I mean? We could try doing white stitches around it to look like spikes, but that kind of looks more punk, I think. You know, like if we had little white bits like this in between each one, every few stitches. 1 and then 2, 3, 4. I think that could work. I don't know. Let's see what you guys vote for though. Okay. Divyansh, I think I'm saying your name right, asks, hey, what's your live stream schedule? Also, what is the Club Crochet Discord about, and how do you start making amigurumi? Lots of questions. I got a lot of answers for you. First off, live stream schedule every Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here. That's our normal stream schedule. So every Friday at 3 p.m. we do a stream of something. And then second question, Club Crochet Discord is just a place where you can talk and hang out with other crocheters, ask questions if you need extra help, or just join and hang out with other like-minded crocheters like you. So that's what the Discord's all about. You can find it at clubcrochet.com/discord. And how do you start making amigurumi? Start with an easy pattern. Try out our pet rock pattern, the whale pattern, the triceratops pattern. I think those 3 are some of my favorites. If you're having extra difficult time, try Crocheting 101. That's our free How to Crochet series. You can find that at crocheting101.com. But yeah, those are a good way to start. And I hope to see you in future live streams. Make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the little bell icon so you can join, so they notify you when we come out with new streams too. All right, do we add this or not? We have voted yay to this. Okay, great. Let's do it. I'll listen. Okay, so for starters, we're just gonna pull it through like this. And we will, I think I'm just gonna start by just getting the base of this sewn on. And then if we feel it doesn't have enough of it, you know, sewn, then we're going to add some detail to this too. Got a lot of detail to add though. So this goes in there like that. And then I make it go, here, I need to be able to see what I'm doing on the screen too. Then I'm gonna go take this and go all the way around like that. And go back in right here and then out through a few stitches over to start actually sewing it in. All right, let's see how this looks. Just start off. Yeah, right? Okay. It's not too bad. Too bad. Let's go ahead and just sew a few stitches in just to get us somewhere. And so it's not going to come off the body. And then I might add some white around the outside just to keep it in place. Or not to keep it in place, to give it some more detail. But yeah, I don't think we need to sew this on like super drastically though either. I'm gonna cut this purple rather than trying to figure out how to get it back in there. That. And we don't want to embroider this on too tightly. We want to keep it relatively loose, just so that it's not pulling on the inside too much. We're gonna go right here with this one. Like that. Okay. Oop, come on. There. And then I'm just going to come out through this stitch. I'm going to try to do my best try at a hidden end with thread. It's not going to be easy, I will be honest. I mean, I don't even know if it really matters too. I don't think you're going to be seeing much of this stitch. But Perfectionist Lou is here to mess it up. All right, we're going to run that into the same stitch and then on the inside. Okay. And then this other tail end pulled in too. Okay, that looks pretty clean, all things considered. It's a little loose, but I think that's for the best. We'll double knot this really lightly. And then let's see what happens if I add just like a white or a pink or whatever. Like, let's see if we can add just a little color to the choker and see if it helps or hinders. Okay. All right. So there's our choker added. It's not bad. Okay, now let's see what happens if I do just let's start with pink. Yeah, let's start with pink. Let's try it. This process seems scary. It's a little scary. Please change the music. You got it. We'll go to, there we go. How's that? That better for you? That's for you, Blair. Maybe add a dangly charm. Oh, yeah, a little pendant. Actually, a pendant could be just enough, where we wouldn't even need to do what we're about to just try to do. But anyhow, this is what we were gonna try to do, but I think you're right. A pendant might be enough. But I was kind of thinking just doing this, like that a little bit, and then all the way around. But yeah, I guess maybe that might look like, if that was like that all the way around, it might be a little much. Right? So yeah, maybe a dangly charm would be a little bit better. Let's try to do that instead. Okay, so how would we do a dangly charm? Well, first thing we're gonna need is definitely some... Actually, this could work. Okay, wait, let's start with this. You know what? Actually, maybe we start by sewing it closed. Yeah, let's finish the main part of the bunny, and then I'll add the wire parts. Okay, so let's start with the finishing up the bunny itself, and then we'll add our detail. Names. We need names. Name suggestions. Put them in the chat. And Cooper, could you put the name suggestions in the Ooh, a rhinestone could work. I mean, even just this could work. We could just use one of these. You know? Like, let's go with green as just an example. But we could do this. Get out of here. I said, get out of here. We could do this, like, right here. Like that. Honestly, I probably should have been around the actual chain, but that's okay. I can kind of make it look like it's around the chain instead. But like that. Actually, that kind of is it, right? That's it. That really sells it all. Yeah. Okay, well, let's finish this round, and then I'll add in that little charm. I do think that charm is what does it. And then actually we can also choose the color of the pendant. We could do a vote on that too. Here, let me go ahead. Let me finish this round real quick, and I'll grab some color options. I kind of think green. It's like the only color we haven't used, and it just adds a little bit of a pop. But I don't know what you guys. We'll see what colors we have, and then we'll go ahead and do a vote on it. All right, I'm gonna finish this stitch in just a second. One second. We need to get. Oops. Plug that. My phone's gonna die. All right. So we gotta finish this up because my phone's gonna die. Look how perfect this is. I keep them in this anyhow, so it's kind of perfect. Okay, so we could do a purple one. We could do a pink one. I think we could do a blue one. Or we could do a shiny green one. We also have a shiny pink. We have shiny blues. Actually, you know what? Shiny's better. Pretty much always. Right? Because this is... I mean, that's not bad, but it's not shiny. But it's not shiny. I don't know. What do you think? Shiny, no shiny? I think shiny. Alright, we're going to put these ones back in this thing. Although we don't have a purple in shiny. So we'll... 1, 2, 3, and then I don't know though. Purple. You know what? I don't think we need to do purple there because we already have so much purple in it. I think we should do a different color. Needs to be shiny. Okay, good. I'm glad you are in agreement. All right. Other options we have in shiny is this pink, purple, orange. It's orange. And there's a more pale pink, actually, too. That could work. It's almost like a pearl. So what do you think? We got pearl, orange, green, or blue. I'm pro green right now. I think it's more goth to go green. What do you guys think? Yeah? Okay, let's do a vote real quick. Very fast vote. pendant color. We got green. We got pink. We got pale pink. And blue. Go ahead and vote. I'm pro green personally, but don't let that skew you. All right, and let's go and finish this up. I think I can add that pendant afterwards. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe we should add it now. I'm just gonna go grab some black thread here to use. We don't need very much. That's my phone running out of battery. Yep, okay. Yeah, okay, everybody's saying green. All right, I agree. Okay, cool. Let's do it. There we go. I'm just gonna go right out of this one and then actually through the choker itself. Like these. There's our pendant. And in through the next stitch over. Like that. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. That looks really cool. This bunny is so extra. I love that we just went like crazy extra on our last bunny. I'm actually really glad we did the dust bunny second because that one was way easier. And I don't think I would have done another bunny after this one. All right. See how that looks? Great. That looks great. I love that. Right? Love it. Okay. Last round of crochet. Let's go ahead and stuff our fella up a little bit first, but we're just about done. Just gonna use some of our extra thread here. Got a lot of cleanup to do after this stream. That's all right. Okay, last round of crochet. I just have a little tiny bit more detail I want to add after this though, so we'll have a second. I'm gonna finish up our crochet first, sew it closed. We'll vote on a name, and then I'll add the last bit of our detail. What time is it? Oh, it's 6:30. Oh my goodness. Wow. This has been a long stream, you guys. I just don't know. They just kind of like happen this way. All right. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. We're good. Cut it. And we pull through. And then we add our little mini magnets, which I put somewhere right here. We'll go 3. Right? There we go. And then we are going to sew it closed. 2. Wait, did I stuff it? Oh, I forgot to stuff them, huh? Okay, hold on. We gotta take that out again because I forgot to stuff it with real stuffing before I did the magnets. Neon. Neon is not a bad name. Rabito. I like that. Rabbit in Spanish is conejo, I believe, because I live in Conejo Valley, which is Rabbit Town. We got rabbits everywhere here. We have so many rabbits we have like 3 rabbits that live in our backyard. I love it. I love rabbits. They're so cute. All right, last bit of stuffing, just a little bit more for just a bonus stuffing. All right. And then we add our magnet in there. Now we sew closed. Okay. And then pull it closed. In, out through somewhere on the back. Kind of has a panda vibe too, because of the black and white. All right. Okay, so let's get a vote for the name, and then I'll add the last details before we do like some fun shots. All right. Name suggestions. Oh, there's the name suggestions. Thank you. Big shout out to Cooper. Not only did he give name suggestions, but he even changed the font to make it more goth. Really cool. You're a cool dude. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Okay, wait, hold on. We got that one. We got, I love that. Yeah, that's right. Hold on. And then we got one more. Hold on. Yeah, I think this one has to be it. Like, as our last one. Okay. Name suggestions. I got 4 that I really like. Name our goth bunny. Boom. 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and capitalize these because I didn't do that. All right. There's our name suggestions. We've got Gither. I don't know why. I really like the name Gither. Patches. Shadow Patch. Or Grim. I think all of those are pretty great names for this bunny. But while you guys are voting for that, I have one last little bit that I want to add to this. And that's going to be some earrings and stuff. So what we're going to do is I've got this here. So I'm just going to go in. A little bit of this. I'm just going to turn this into a little itsy bitsy bunny earring like that. We're going to make 2 of these, but let's see what one looks like first. Might be really hard to get in there, actually. Might be easier to put it on and then... But like this going right here, right? I don't think we want to use gold. I think this like darker color of this might... I think it's going to look better. Yes, let's go ahead actually first to put it in the ear. Like, we'll go 1 there and 1 there. I think 2 in the pink ear. We go 1 there. And then I'm gonna go, we're just gonna actually manually make this into an earring. This is difficult. I just don't want it to fall off, you know? Okay, that's probably good, and then I'll just tighten it. Like that. And I'll just squish it in. There. Nope. This is really difficult to do. There. All right. There's one bunny earring. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, let's do another one right here. Nice. Okay. Put it in. Cut it right like this. And then there we go. Nice. Make sure that little loop part is in the back. Okay, that was a sick addition. Oh my gosh, that looks freaking awesome, dude. And then do we do stitches on the other side? I don't even know if we need any, honestly. I was gonna put like a stitch, like 1, 2 stitches, but I think it kind of looks good without the stitches. I don't know, chat, what do you guys think? What do you think? Do we add stitches on the other side, or are we good with what? I think we're good. Honestly, I think we're done. I don't think it needs any more because I kind of like that it's a little lopsided. What do you guys think? I'm really curious. Perfect as is. Love that piece out. Love the name too. I know I already said that, but I love the name. No stitches, no stitches. Okay, the bunny's perfect. We are done. All right, guys. Let's look at all of our bunnies from today. So let's start with, what did we name our first one? Lemon Drop? Was it Lemon Drop, or was that just a name suggestion? I don't remember. But we have, here, I'll take them off the screen so we can really get a good glimpse of this. All right. Ready? Bunny number 1. Beautiful. Beautiful. I can't remember if they were named Lemon Drop or Custard, or I can't remember what we named this one. Please let me know in the chat if you guys can remember. Beautiful, classic, easy squeezy looking bunny. Okay, great. Then we've got our Dust Bunny. Wow. With big old floppy ears. Looking legitimately like a dust bunny. Straight up. I don't think my mom's going to find this one at all. I think I'm going to be able to hide this one really well. And then our final bunny, which we named... By the way, the dust bunny's name was Dustin. And then our last one... Wait, hold on. I need the... Here we go. Yeah, it was Lemon Drop. Okay. Our last one... Shadow Patch. Shadow Patch, the amazing goth bunny. Truly incredible bunny here. And there's his little booty. So extra. Oh my gosh, they're so cool though. All right, and let's add them all to the camera. We got lemon drop. And then we've got, actually we should probably start with dust bunny on the bottom. So we got dust bunny on the bottom. Then we've got lemon drop on top. We gotta flip lemon drop around so that everything sits upright. Like that. And then we've got shadow patch on the very top of them. Like this. They'll sit upright. Wait. Hold on, I can get this. I can get this. Stay. No, stay. Stay. Beautiful. All right, guys. I am excited. What do I do once she finds them all? She just gets to keep them. So I'm going to go hide these at my parents' place this weekend. I will keep you updated on social media if you want to follow us on Instagram, but I'll also try to make a YouTube short here. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I really hope you enjoyed this crochet along. This one was really fun. Another great tradition. So we'll keep this going probably next year. Again, if you haven't yet, please like. I'm sorry, little guys. I hit the camera and they all fell. That's okay. We'll put them over here. If you haven't yet, please like down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon, all that fun stuff. I'll be back next week, next Friday, where we're going to be making something new, whether it be a new pattern that's out in the library or a brand new pattern that we're designing on the live stream. Either way, we're going to be right here starting 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss those. Thanks again for watching. Pasta la pizza, happy hooking, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and oh my gosh, stop. You hang up first. Oh my gosh. No, you hang up. Oh my gosh, you're making me blush. No, you're making me blush. All right, guys. Bye.